जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजना यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजना यमुना तीरवनचारी। जय राधा
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी।
कुंज बिहारी गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजना यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजना यमुना तीरवनचारी। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय जय राधा जय जय गोपाल जय जय राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय जय राधा रमण हरि 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 राधा रमण हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे। कलियुग पावन हरिनाम संकीर्तन यज्ञ की जय। अभय चरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। Hare Krishna. Whoever is online, are you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Can you see the Vrindavana Ramesthana?
Agenda screen is there, sir.
Agenda screen is there. Very good. Nice slide. Huh? Which one? This one, right?
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी। धन्यवाद प्रणाम।
धन्यवाद प्रणाम प्रभु। Can you see Vrindavana Ramesthana slide?
Yes, Prabhuji, we see now.
वृन्दावनरम्यस्थान दिव्यचिन्तामणिधा रतनवन्दिरा मनोहर वृन्दावनरम्यस्थान दिव्यचिन्तामणिधाम रतनमन्दिरा मनोहर वृन्दावनरम्यस्थान दिव्यचिन्तामणिधाम रतनमन्दिरा मनोहर अव्रता काळिंदी नीरे राजहंस केळीकारे काहे शोभे कनक कामाला अव्रता काळिंदी नीरे राजहंस केळीकारे काहे शोभे कनक वृन्दावनरम्यस्थान दिव्यचिन्तामणिधाम रतनमन्दिरा मनोहर तारामध्ये हिमपीठ अष्टादळे विजितीत अष्टादळे प्रदानानायिका तारामध्ये हिमपीठ अष्टादळे विजितीत अष्टादळे प्रदानानायिका तारामध्ये रक्तसाने बासियाचे दुई जाने श्यामा संगे सुंदरी राधिका तारामध्ये रक्तसाने बासियाचे दुई जाने श्यामा संगे सुंदरी राधिका वृन्दावनरम्यस्थान दिव्यचिन्तामणिधाम रतनमन्दिरा मनोहर ओरुपालावण्यारासि आमिया परिचे कासि आस्या परिहासा आशामि ओरुपालावण्यारासि आमिया परिचे कासि आस्या परिहासा संभाषामि नरोत्तमदास कोई नित्य लीला सुख मोहि तदै स्पृहु मोरामानि नरोत्तमदास कोई नित्य लीला सुख मोहि तदै स्पृहु मोरामानि वृन्दावनरम्यस्थान दिव्यचिन्तामणिधाम रतनमन्दिरा मनोहर वृन्दावनरम्यस्थान दिव्यचिन्तामणिधाम रतनमन्दिरा मनोहर हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Vrindavanarambhyasthanam Divya Chintamani Rama Ratana Mandira Manohara. Vrindavanarambhyasthanam Divya Chintamani Rama Ratana Mandira Manohara. Vrindavanarambhyasthanam Divya Chintamani Rama Ratana Mandira Manohara. Harinam Sankirtana Yajna Ki Jai. My desire, when I am leaving my body, I want to listen this song. If some of you come to know that I am leaving my body, please come home and sing this song for me. Because this is the ultimate goal of life. Of course, it has to come from the heart. The ultimate goal of life is to think about Radha and Krishna in the last minute. That's what they are telling. Narottama dasa koi nitya leela sukha moi sadai spruhu kora moi. Narottama dasa is saying, I pray that these beautiful, blissful, transcendental pastimes of the divine couple may be always manifested in my heart. That means if we close the eyes, we should see Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bhakti Vaibhav Puri Goswami Maharaj, who is god brother of Srila Prabhupada, he was staying in Vrindavan in Seva Kunj, near Seva Kunj, the place where the Rasa Leela happened. His ashram is just opposite. And he was always looking into that ashram from his, like this window, he was always looking into that Seva Kunj. He's already, I think, 87 or something, or close to 90 at that time. And he told his disciples, I want to go to Vrindavan, to his people. They said, he was in Puri at that time. So they said, Maharaj, you are very old. Now carrying you all the way, flight ticket and everything going to Vrindavan will be very, very difficult. You better stay here only. He smiled and he left his body. That means he was seeing the actual Vrindavan in his mind. See, normal people are scared of death. Normal people, all of us, we are all normal people. We are scared of death because we had made so many plans. We have made so many plans. You're scared of next birth? That means, thank you. That means you have understood the essence of Bhagavad Gita. Thank you. Thank you. Haribol. So, normal people are scared of death because people made so many plans and death is snapping you away from all the plans. Sorry, it is very difficult. Somebody had big plans. Somebody had growth of business. somebody had something else, somebody had made big plans in life, and Krishna is coming and snatching away in 30 seconds your life. So you cannot take it. But the devotees who are sincere devotees of Radha Krishna are well prepared. I'm talking about sincere devotees, not all of us. So they are prepared. They're saying that, okay, if you want to take me away, that's fine. Because what are you losing? You close your eyes, you open your eyes, you are in Goloka Vrindavan. So they are not going to miss anything. So sincere devotees say that, well, no, if I leave my body, I will be in front of Radha and Krishna. So I'm okay to leave my body because they know the purpose of life. So that's why this song is very, very blissful. So we all need to practice whatever Narottama Dasa is thinking. We all need to also practice like that, that whenever we close our eyes, we should be able to see the Yamuna waters, regal swans swimming, making nice flapping sound, and the boat, Radha and Krishna, Ashtasakis, they are serving him. If we close our eyes, we'll see Rajamouli's Hamsanava song, Prabhas and Anushka. That is our problem. We can't see Radha Krishna. You close your eyes, you see Prabhas and Anushka. Oh, how beautiful Anushka is. That is our fate. But if we close our eyes and we think about Radha and Krishna, Vrindavana, Ramyasthana, that is the perfection of life. We have to practice that. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namini Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvisesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarini Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gauravakta Vrunda Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Om Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadanti Sva Padantikam Vandeham Dhai Guru Sri Yuta Padakamalam Sri Guru Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Pada Sahagana Sri Lalita Sri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpati Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Krupa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrunda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Narayanam Namaskrutyam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nashta Prayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Sloke Bhaktir Bhavatir Naishtiki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Patunaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Gauratvishe Namaha Namah Pankajanabhaya Namah Pankajamalini Namah Pankajanetraya Namaste Pankajangrahe Namo Brahmanya Devaya Go Brahmana Hitaya Cha Jagadhitaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Sai Charanaravinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Kaliyuga Pavana Harinama Sankirtana Yajna ki Jai. Kaliyuga Pavana Srimad Bhagavad Gita Grantha Patanam ki Jai. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Welcome back everyone. So we are discussing 6th chapter. If Krishna permits, we'll complete 6th chapter today. Right? Last 2 weeks, our Gadi picked up some express from speed. We are making progress. Instead of 7 slokas, we are reading 15, 20 slokas also. Is the speed okay? Huh? Perfect? You're catching up. You also got the momentum now. Huh? So we can go at this speed. Because some chapters we can go at the speed. Some chapters where we need to go into detail, we can go into further detail. Online Pranita Mataji, I made you an admin. So in case somebody is talking, please mute them.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Haribol. Right. So yesterday, I was just talking briefly. I got an opportunity to talk in the Hindu Sammelanam coordinated by the RSS. Actually, slowly I'm trying to understand the glories of the RSS team. They're doing so great things, so much great thing, trying to bring people, connect. I know there are so many sleeping souls. Even though they try to do, there are still no many people do not even choose to come. I don't know how the message will read. At least if you choose to come, we can share the message. But if you do not even come, how the message will go, I don't know. Maybe you have to take a mic and stand in front of every house and talk. So it was good. There were some close to 400, 500 people. It was a big hall. I thought 2,000, 3,000 people stay there. So I spoke about importance of Sanatana Dharma. What is our Dharma? What is the duty? And why our Sanatana Dharma is great. Why we should feel proud. Why we should learn Shastras. Why we should give that opportunity for our children also to learn Shastras. And how can we come together by learning of Shastras, and some misconceptions, some inhibitions which people are facing about God and few other things I tried to connect. I felt it was well received. People were happy. A lot of people came and said it was interesting. And there were some people who are well connected with the RSS. Many Matajis were doing something called Swadhyaya program. They were all learning Bhagavad Gita. They were teaching Bhagavad Gita, which was nice. So when I asked how many people are reading Bhagavad Gita in a 520 hands stood up. How many? Out of? What is that percentage? 0.4%. That is the situation of our Sanatana Dharma now. So I was selling my house in Vijayawada. One Muslim was buying it. I was talking to him on something. He has 4 sons. All 4 sons are going to that madrasa every day morning and evening. Every day morning and evening. He says that is more important than the normal school. नॉर्मल स्कूल में फिजिक्स केमिस्ट्री ये सब पढ़ते हैं जी, वो कहीं पे भी यूट्यूब पे भी ले लेते हैं, पकड़ सकते हैं. बट वो जो सुबह शाम मदरसा में जाते हैं ना, वो कहीं नहीं मिलता है. What do you say, Prabhu? See, they were seeking that knowledge, what they were getting, they don't get it outside. Maths, physics, English, chemistry, social science, Ajkal, YouTube, everywhere also it's available.
But that we have paid lakhs of money.
Yes. Yeah, for LKG also we pay 3 lakhs in schools. A for apple, B for ball.
Free education and very valuable, nobody values.
Yeah. So I generally try to interact with every people, and there was some legal complications, so I met some lawyer, and that lawyer was a Christian lawyer. Very interesting. Krishna gives me special things in my life. I think Krishna puts me into all the special episodes for me, so many things. And I was waiting to meet that lawyer. And half an hour I was waiting outside. So many people came in. And when they were talking to that lawyer, how they started, praise the Lord. And that lawyer was also saying, praise the Lord. Then they're starting the conversation. I was thinking, how many of us, when we meet each other, we say Jai Sri Krishna or Hare Krishna or Sri Ram? We say, hi. Maybe you are all not much in the very high-rise communities. In a lot of high-rise communities, if you happen to meet each other, you have to say hello. That's why people put their head down. In big gated communities, 30 floors, 20 floors. చూస్తే ఎక్కడ పలకరించాల్సి వస్తుందో అని. Because if they see, they have to say hello. If they say hello, what do? They don't know. So there was once in one of the apartments, some same similar 30-floor apartments, I saw one small child. I said, Hare Krishna. That boy was looking at me. Are you from Mars or Jupiter? He was not even ready to say Hare Krishna. There was one elderly man also, he said Hare Krishna. He also did not even reply Hare Krishna. So Gauranga Darshan Prabhu class was happening in one gated community. Senior citizens were all sitting there and discussing about everything. Politics to real estate to everything. They were all discussing. 25 senior citizens are discussing. I told them, Gauranga Darshan Prabhu's class is happening and I am Bhagavatam cheptunnaru. 20 minutes, please come and sit. And most of them said, will come. You go. And I am a sometimes little crazy fellow. After 15 minutes, I went again. Sir, class has started, please come again. So half of them wanted to beat me, but they didn't have the opportunity. But they said, okay. So some people came and sat in the class. There was one man. He said, I'm very tired. 6 hours I have driven in journey from Vijayawada by car, so I cannot sit there. I said, you are sitting here and chit-chatting. Had your conversation continued, you would have been here for 1 more hour, 2 more hours. But just because I said, come to Bhagavatam class, you suddenly remembered your Vijayawada car journey, 5 hours, tired and everything. Then he got so mad at me. He has used some Sanskrit language and he left from there. You know what is Sanskrit? On a lighter note, I know, sorry to insult Sanskrit. Sanskrit is Deva Bhasha. He got so angry with me. Neeku panledu. Neekante panledu, naaku 100 panlu unnai. And he went off to home. So had I not disturbed him, he would have sat there and discussed another 2 hours, all nonsense. So all the senior citizens came there. They were trying to get up. I was looking at them. Again, they were sitting. My only focus was those 20 people. I want to make them sit. That day, my purpose was that only. Somebody were trying to get up. I was looking at them. Somehow, when I turned this side, 2 people sneaked out. It was so funny. I feel like there should be a video of that one and we all would have watched it and laughed it. Ante entante, people don't want to even spend half an hour. They are sitting and chatting about real estate, Modi, elections every day. That is going on every day. One day, Kaseb Kuchon Enamante, they were so reluctant and they want to run away from there. And I'm grateful to many people like you who are coming every day and sitting here. And every Sunday, every class you are coming and sitting here. Other day in our temple, Vasantra Prabhu came by 5:30 and he was there until like 9:30, until the last minute he was there. So I was so thankful to Vasantra Prabhu to came from the start to end. So, and some of your faces I didn't see on the Narshama Chaturdasi day because you're all busier than Modi ji. That's why you didn't choose to come. I said, even for 20 minutes you should come. But anyway, this is Kali Yuga. We can only request. We cannot force. So I was thinking, how do we make these people come to Krishna consciousness? It's very difficult. Very difficult in Kali Yuga to force people to attend Bhagavad Gita class, to come to listen. Even half an hour once a year also people are reluctant. They want to do something other than that, old people. So there was one 75-year-old lady sitting in one corner playing PUBG. 75-year-old lady was sitting and playing PUBG. You remember your mother, no? Your grandmothers, your mothers. Were they playing PUBG? What were they doing at 70 plus? హరే కృష్ణ. చక్కటి కవితలు పాడేవాళ్ళు, భజనలు పాడేవాళ్ళు, పడుకోబెట్టేప్పుడు మంచి పాటలు పాడి వినిపించేవాళ్ళు. దే యూస్ టు టెల్ స్టోరీస్ ఆఫ్ రామాయణ్ టు దేర్ గ్రాండ్ చిల్డ్రన్ అండ్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ థింగ్స్. నౌ ద ఓల్డ్ పీపుల్ ఆర్ ఆల్సో బిగడగా. What to say about young people and teenagers? That is the situation. Anyway, so let us continue with our Bhagavad Gita.
Krishna contribution is this. I think there is this. Whereas the Buddha is morning group, whatever it is, always start with
Jai Sri Krishna.
What it is always.
Yes, yes. Actually, some people have that very good consciousness. If you see each other also, they say Jai Sri Krishna. North. I think South is baga pade pe. Yeah, we are not expressive. Vrindavan is Radhe Radhe. UP also they say Jai Shri Ram. Lot of people Jai Shri Ram, Radhe Radhe they say. I think yes, South is only very special. Because for us, even to say the name of the God, we feel shy. Huh? Public, we are shy. One day, one Guruprasam was happening. They asked me to come and speak for some time. I chose Guruprasam function means everybody is coming to meet each other. I should not speak for 1 hour. I spoke only for 15 minutes. And I did 5 minutes bhajan. There was one man sitting there in that room. I said, Hare Krishna. He said literally no. He said he will not do Hare Krishna. He's 60 plus. He did not open his mouth for that 5 minutes. After the class, I went and said, thank you so much for your cooperation. That's what I told him. What else again? Huh? We all have to work hard. We all have to work hard. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says in Chaitanya Charitamrita, I don't remember exactly that Bengali sloka, Bharata Bhumi. Everybody born in India should learn the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita and should share the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita to everybody. He says that is our primary duty. So what is all our primary duty? To learn this and share this knowledge with everybody. If you meet somebody, say Hare Krishna, let them also say Hare Krishna. That way, at least once a day, they are saying Hare Krishna. Yes, Karthik Prabhu. Correct.
And how we want to be more experienced. And then we have multiple
Paths.
So it's not like a unified system. Unlike the other, that's why you see more, what do you say, people talking expressively about this, but here it is more, I think, internal. Because me personally, I don't want to say, so I don't force myself to something and say, I believe that's right. It's like, just like she said, it's more to set the house there, protecting for the workspace.
But actually, to be honest, Prabhu, not to get into the debate, but we are really missing out or losing out because of this one. See, there are 3 things. God, the sacred book, and the instructions. Those 3 things are holding the other religions together. Already? Bhagavantudu, Pustakamu, Andula Unna points are holding the other religions together. But the same 3 things are not holding us together. He'll hold us. You have more hope than me, Mataji. Thank you. So, these 3 things are holding other religions together. But the same 3 things are not holding us together. Because how many of us are reading Bhagavad Gita? Very few people. And how many of us are trying to live by the principles of what is written in the book? So, I mean, just on a different note, I am working for a company which is a Muslim company. CEO is a Muslim. We have so much cash lying in the bank. And I asked, can we invest in a fixed deposit? My CEO said that's against our principle. We don't want to earn interest. How many of the Hindus say, no, I don't want to do like that because Bhagavad Gita do not say this one? You understand my point? Where I'm trying to come from? That other religions, people are more serious about the book and what is written there, and they are trying to give their life and soul to follow that one. Whereas we are trying to take it as an optional. Agar possible aitho will follow, otherwise not possible aitho will not follow. That's where actually it little pinches our hearts. But anyway, we have to do our duty. And my duty is to also continue to come here every week and share this Bhagavad Gita knowledge so that each one of you go to different communities and share Bhagavad Gita knowledge. So my desire is that in 1 year from now, 4 or 5 of you have to become Bhagavad Gita teachers. And you have to go to other places and teach Bhagavad Gita. Can you fulfill my desire? How many of you want to work towards it? How many of you want to at least make an effort? At least I see some rise of hands. So what do you remember from the last 2 classes? How many of you did the quiz? Many of you did the quiz. Very good. Okay. Raghunandan Prabhu said, Satya Prabhu, you are making the quiz too easy. He said, you are making it too easy. You need to make it hard. You are making it very easy. Do you all agree with him? Huh? I don't think it's important. Because I'm making direct answers, not tricky ones or explanation.
Just refer the sloka, you get that.
If you just open the book, you get the answer. Not application. I'm not giving questions. So I told him we are still in 6th chapter. Aage jaake dekhenge. I'll increase the complexity slowly. Right. Text 33. Yo yam yogastvaya prokta samyena madhusudana
साम्येन मधुसूदना
एतस्याहं न पश्यामि
एतस्याहं न पश्यामि
चञ्चलावत् स्थितिं स्थिरम्
चञ्चलत्वात् स्थितिं
योऽयं
स्थिराम्
अर्जुन उवाच
अर्जुन उवाच
योऽयं योगस्त्वया प्रोक्ता
योऽयं योगस्त्वया
सम्येन
प्रोक्तः
मधुसूदन
साम्येन मधुसूदन
एतस्याहं न पश्यामि
एतस्याहं न पश्यामि
चञ्चलात्वत् स्थितिं स्थिरम्.
चञ्चलत्वात् स्थितिं स्थिराम्.
Recite this sloka. Kavarna Chautana. Yes, Giridhar Prabhu. Arjuna Uvacha. Yoyam
योगस्त्वया प्रोक्ता
Samyena Madhusudana
साम्येन मधुसूदन
Etasyaham na pashyami
एतस्याहं न पश्यामि
Chanchalatvat Sthitim Sthiram.
चञ्चलत्वात्
Arjuna
स्थितिं
said, O
स्थिराम्.
Madhusudana. What does Madhusudana means? Krishna. Why did he get the name Madhusudana? He has killed the demon called Madhu. That's why he's called Madhusudana.
Satya sir.
Madhusudana, the system of yoga which you have summarized appears impractical and unendurable to me because my mind is restless and unsteady.
Prabhuji,
Hare Krishna, Chepama.
Prabhuji, the screen is on the bhajan song screen, Prabhuji. We are not able
You
to
don't
see
see the
screen.
screen 33?
No, sir.
When will I come out from this sin? From my past life? When will I come out, Shankar Prabhu? Until I learn how to use Zoom.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes, please.
I have to attend a share screen class. Haribol, can you see text 33?
Yes, sir. Now
Yes,
we are
sir.
able to see.
Okay, Haribol. At least temporarily I'm relieved from the sin. Okay. So, Arjuna is saying, ఇది నా వల్ల కాదు. మీరు చెప్పిన యోగా పద్ధతి నిఠారుగా కూర్చోవటం, ముక్కు మీద ఫోకస్ చేయటం, అర్ధనిమీలిత నేత్రాలతో ఇలా ఉండటం, దిస్ ఈజ్ ఆల్ వెరీ డిఫికల్ట్ ఫర్ మీ అండ్ దిస్ అపియర్స్ టు మీ ఇంప్రాక్టికబుల్ అండ్ అన్ఎండ్యూరబుల్. నా వల్ల కాదు. హూ ఇస్ టెల్లింగ్? Arjuna is telling. Right? If Arjuna is telling this is impossible, who are we? So about the Dhyana Marga is telling. It is not possible for an ordinary man to leave the home and go to a secluded place in the mountains or jungles to practice yoga in the age of Kali. వెళ్తాన్న ఇంట్లో భార్య ఒప్పుకోదు. మాతాజీ నవ్వుతున్నారు, రైట్? సో 10 కోట్లు ఇక్కడ పెట్టిపోండి అంట, అంతేనా? The present age is characterized by a bitter struggle for a life of short duration. People are not serious about self-realization, even by simple practical means. What to speak of difficult yoga system which regulates the mode of living, the manner of sitting, selection of place, and detachment of the mind and material requirements. Therefore, we need to consider a simple system. అసలు వారానికి ఒకసారి 2 గంటలు భగవద్గీత క్లాస్కి రమ్మంటే నేను రాను పో అంటుంటే, ఇంకా ఆత్మ సాక్షాత్కారము, ధ్యానము, అప్రత్యాహార, ఇలా కూర్చో అలా కూర్చో, సెన్స్ కంట్రోల్ చేయి, బ్రహ్మచర్యం పాటించంటే కొడతారు నన్ను, అంతేనండి? ఇవన్నీ మాట్లాడితే ఏం చేస్తారు? పడేసి కొడతారు. నెక్స్ట్ టైం దేని సెక్యూరిటీ గార్డ్ మేక్ షూర్ దట్ ఐ డోంట్ ఎంటర్ ఇన్ టు దిస్ కాలనీ. That's what is going to happen if we speak all these things. So this is what Arjuna is telling. It is very difficult. Chanchalam himana Krishna.
చంచలం హి మన కృష్ణ
Balavadrudam.
ప్రమాథి బలవద్రుడం
Tasyaham nigraham manye.
తస్యాహం నిగ్రహం మన్యే
Vayuriva sudushkaram.
వాయోరివ సుదుష్కరం
Chanchalam himana Krishna.
చంచలం హి మన కృష్ణ
Balavadrudam.
ప్రమాథి బలవద్రుడం
Tasyaham nigraham manye.
తస్యాహం నిగ్రహం మన్యే
Vayuriva sudushkaram.
వాయోరివ సుదుష్కరం
Chanchalam hi mana Krishna. Pramati
ప్రమాథి బలవద్రుడం
Tasyaham
తస్యాహం నిగ్రహం మన్యే వాయోరివ సుదుష్కరం.
Now Arjuna, thank you Arjuna, he is talking on behalf of to Krishna. చెప్తున్నాడు, the mind is restless, turbulent, obstinate, very strong, and oh Krishna, to subdue it, I think it is more difficult than to control the wind. నా గాంధీవంతో గాలినన్నా ఆపగలను గాని నా ఈ మనస్సును మాత్రం ఒక చోట నేను కూర్చోపెట్టలేను. థ్యాంక్ యూ అర్జున. Because he made this statement, we got 12th chapter Bhakti Yoga. Had he not asked this question, we wouldn't have got Bhakti Yoga. నా వల్ల కాదు, ఈ మనస్సును నేను ఒక చోట కూర్చోపెట్టలేను. దట్స్ వాట్ ఈస్ అర్జున ఇస్ టెలింగ్, బికాస్ ఇట్ ఈస్ రెస్ట్లెస్. మనసు ఏంటి? ఒక చోట ఉండదు. సెకండ్, టర్బులెంట్, ఎప్పుడు అటు ఇటు ఉంటుంది. థర్డ్, ఆబ్స్టినేట్, స్ట్రాంగ్. అసలు అది మనసు మన మాట వినదు. The mind is so strong because it even overcomes the intelligence. Lot of times we discussed who should be in the driving seat. Manasu driving seat lo undala, intelligence driving seat lo undala. If intelligence is in the ante buddhi driving seat lo unte, we'll make progress in life. But mana chala chotla emoutunante manasu is sitting in the driving seat. Manasu buddhini పరిగెట్టిస్తుంది, కానీ బుద్ధి మనస్సును పరిగెట్టించాలి. Right. For a man in the practical world who has to fight so many opposing elements, it is certainly very difficult to control the mind. ఇంత భగవద్గీత క్లాస్ వింటామా, 9 అవ్వగానే ఇంటికి వెళ్ళంగానే మళ్ళీ మనసు మారిపోతుంది. వీఆర్ బ్యాక్ టు నార్మల్ బికాస్ ద ఎక్స్టర్నల్ సర్కమ్స్టాన్సెస్ ప్రొవోక్, బికాస్ వీ హ్యావ్ నాట్ రీచ్ ద స్టేజ్ ఆఫ్ హోల్డింగ్ అవర్ సెల్స్. సో వీ గెట్ డిస్టర్బ్. యు ఆర్ వాకింగ్ బ్యాక్ టు హోమ్, suddenly ting, one message comes, today evening there is a biryani festival in Gautami Enclave 5 o'clock. Ting, that message chal ఏమంటే సాయంకాలం ఏం చేస్తున్నారు, 5 o'clock బిర్యానీ ఫెస్టివల్కి వెళ్దాము. That mind changes so easily because of the external disturbances, because we are not strong. Because you remember some time back we discussed about the deepam. If the deepam is in open air, the diya is flickering. But if it is in a safe place which is less impacted with the wind, the diya is standing straight and it's not blowing off. Avuna? Intelligence is supposed to direct the mind, but the mind is so strong and obstinate that it often overcomes even its own intelligence. Like an acute infection may surpass the efficacy of medicine. If the infection is so high in the body, it doesn't respond to the medicine immediately. It will take a lot of time. The infection will keep going on. We are putting medicine 650 mg, 1200 mg, 1500 mg. After 3 days, after 5 days, then the infection slowly start comes. Otherwise, it will tell, we body medicine, keep going. And the infection is continuing in the body. Right? The easiest way to control the mind, as suggested by Lord Chaitanya, is the chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. That is the greatest mantra for deliverance in all the humility. This method prescribed in the Savai Mana Krishna Padara Vindayor, one must engage one's mind fully in Krishna. Only then there will remain no other engagements to agitate the mind. మన మనస్సుని కృష్ణుడి వైపు కేంద్రీకరిస్తేనే మన మనస్సు కంట్రోల్ అవుతుంది. అప్పుడు వరకు our mind doesn't control. Until unless we start focusing to focus our mind, engage our senses towards Krishna. If you remember, we discussed that Ambaraj Maharaj said, what did he say? I also put that in the quiz. What is the purpose of the head? To bow down in front of Krishna. Hands, to serve Krishna, to clean the temple. Legs, to walk to the temple, to go to the pilgrimage. Tongue, to taste the prasadam. Nose, to smell the tulsi which is offered at the lotus feet of Krishna. Eyes, to take the darshan of Krishna. Ears, to hear about Krishna. Understood? That is how we have to engage all the senses and mind to connect to Krishna. Otherwise, it is very difficult to focus. This is a practice. Prabhujis and Matajis, this is a lifelong practice. ఇది ఒక్క రోజులో అయ్యేది కాదు. ఏదో ఇవాళ అయిపోయి రేపటి నుంచి మళ్ళీ నార్మల్ అంటే కాదు. This needs to be a consistent practice throughout our life. And we need to have a strong desire to practice this one. Otherwise, it's very difficult to keep that focus on the Krishna consciousness by engaging the mind. So, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is telling, you cannot do yoga. You cannot control your mind. Simply engage your mind, engage your senses in the path of bhakti. Slowly that will be controlled. Without even knowing, it will be controlled. A child is crying. You give one toy, what happens? Tuck, 1 second, the child stops crying. She found some distraction. You make some sound. Tuck, tuck, tuck. You see small children crying. You make one small toy, tick, 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 tick sound. They suddenly stop crying and look at that one, and they are distracted from their crying. Like that, Hare Krishna is like our crying child. We are all like crying child. And Hare Krishna Mahamantra will calm our mind and connect to Krishna. Text 35. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Asamsayam Mahabaho
అసంశయం మహాబాహో
Durnigraham Chalam
మనో దుర్నిగ్రహం చలం
Vyasayena tu Kaunteya
అభ్యాసేన తు కౌంతేయ
Vairagyena cha grahyate.
వైరాగ్యేన చ గృహ్యతే.
Bhagavan Uvacha
శ్రీ భగవానువాచ
Asamsayam Mahabaho
అసంశయం మహాబాహో
Durnigraham Chalam
మనో దుర్నిగ్రహం చలం
Vyasena tu Kaunteya
అభ్యాసేన తు కౌంతేయ
Vairagyena cha grahyate.
వైరాగ్యేన చ గృహ్యతే.
Anybody online want to recite?
Shall I recite, sir?
Yes, Prabhu. Shankar Rao.
శ్రీ భగవానువాచ
Sri Bhagavan Uvacha
అసంశయం మహాబాహో
Asamshayam Mahabaho
మనో దుర్నిగ్రహం చలం
Mano Durnigraham Chalam
అభ్యాసేన తు కౌంతేయ
Abhyasena tu Kaunteya
వైరాగ్యేన చ గృహ్యతే.
Vairagyena cha Gruhyate. whenever I read this Sri Bhagavan Vacha, I feel we are fortunate to read the words of what came from the lotus mouth of Krishna. Bhagavantudu notle em chodichinno adi we are reading here. How fortunate are we? Lord Sri Krishna said, O mighty armed Arjuna, son of Kunti, it is undoubtedly very difficult to curb the restless mind, but it is possible by suitable practice and by detachment. Krishna is agreeing. It is very difficult to control the mind. Why he is agreeing? Because he is the one who manufactured this mind. He knows. He knows what parts work, what parts do not work here. That's why he is telling, I understand, Arjuna, what you are telling. But he says it is possible by two things. What are the two things? Practice and detachment. Sadhana, vairagyam. Practice, detachment. That is the only solution. So let us understand what does practice mean and what does detachment mean. What is that practice? Practice of bhakti yoga, Krishna consciousness. Whatever we are trying to do. Every day we are discussing this, that we should spend some time chanting the Maha Mantra. Right? First one. Kasepanna Nama Japan Cheskoali. Kasepu Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, Parayanam Cheskoali. Kasepu, we listen to, hear some lecture online. Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam or Chaitanya Charitamrtam, something, we need to hear something. Or sometime we go and serve in a temple. All these are ways to practice. Sunday morning, tell me, put your hand on your heart and tell me, if you do not come here and spend the time from 7 to 9:30, what would you do at home? Huh? Sleep. What else? Walking. Watch something favorite. Listen to some music. Do you think will you do anything productive if you don't come here? 7 to 9?
Exercise.
Huh?
Exercise.
Exercise. What about the exercise for the mind? So, by coming here at least these 2.5 hours, we are trying to stop doing some nonsense. And then, or at least we are not wasting time. This itself is a practice. 2 hours a week we are sitting. Now, if you go home and read Bhagavad Gita every day for half an hour, listen Bhagavatam for half an hour, chant at least for half an hour, in the day 1.5 hours, you are utilizing properly your time. To that 1.5 hours, you are not doing nonsense or you are not wasting time. This is what is called practice. Slowly by practice, you chant for 16 rounds. How long will it take, Prabhu? 16 rounds? 1.5 hours to 2 hours. So 2 hours you are not doing nonsense. 1 hour you are reading. 1 hour you are listening. So how many hours a day you are productively utilizing? 4 hours. 1/6 of 24 hours. 16.66% of the time. So our target is to get there. Prastham మనం ఎక్కడ ఉన్నామండి? Put a mirror in front of you and make your own assessment. How much time you are giving for Krishna. And our target should be at least 16%. And retired people, at least 50%. 100% is impossible for anyone. But retired people, at least 50% of your time. The people who are working and who are having family responsibilities, at least 16% of your time. 16%. 1/6, which is 4 hours a day in 24 hours a day. 2 hours of chanting, 1 hour of listening, and 1 hour of this one. Why is Sunday holiday as per the Gregorian calendar? Go to church. To go to church. When I was in Europe, we were fixing some music system at home. So there was one guy. I know generally Europe, they don't work on Sundays and all. There was one guy, I told him, can you work? It is very urgent. I have to fix this and kind of things. He said, Sunday is to go to church. I don't want to waste time and come and work. Avuna? Complete close. Avuna? They all go to church?
It's true. It's in Mizoram, Sundays, holiday, and if you ask people to come on work, the people is, you need to go to church.
Wow.
Straight to Mizoram.
Yes. And my house interiors, when it was happening during Ramadan time. And from plumber to Mestri to senior most person is Muslim only. In my house interiors that was done. And Ramadan time, everybody were leaving by evening. And afternoon, namaz time, they were leaving. Evening time, they were leaving. And there was one tiles guy. I told him, please finish off. I need to, corporation time is there. Even though you give me 1 lakh rupees, I won't do it, he said. అదే మన హిందూ అయితే గుడి ఏముందంటే రేపు ఎల్లుండో పోతాం ఆవిడ చెప్తాను ఆవిడకి ఫోన్ చేసి రేపు వెళ్దాం 1 లక్ష ఇచ్చేయండి ఫస్ట్ టైల్స్ పని కంప్లీట్ చేసేస్తాం. ఐఎమ్ టెల్లింగ్ యూ. See, I am not telling always bad. I am feeling sad about why we lost the seriousness, if you ask me. See, there are so many problems in other religions, but certain things I am trying to compare so that we also start prioritizing and giving importance to important things. So next time, see, I cannot change the whole world. The minimum in this life I can do is change myself before I die. That is my pradama kartavya, to change myself. And if I am fortunate, change few lives. That's all I can do. So at least this group, whoever is coming, next time you had a dilemma, should I do something Krishna conscious or do I need to something private, personal enjoyment? I want us to rethink, can I give priority to Krishna? I want that thought process to come into my mind, come into all of us our mind. Right? Huh? See, some of them are doing voluntarily also. See, some of them are forced, I agree, but some of them are doing voluntarily also, sincerely voluntarily. That is where I'm concerned. If they are forced, you will be put in jail and all. I can say you are doing all that because of the punishment system. But I am more talking about people doing voluntarily, sincerely, voluntarily giving higher importance. Why are we not able to give higher importance to our value system, to our scriptures? That is my pain. I know you won't agree with me, Mataji. I'm expressing my pain.
Going to temple is not going to temple is the outward way of bhakti. But even at home, offering water, sitting in front of God, lighting the lamp properly.
Understand.
All that is also.
I understand. No, I am not saying only to go into a temple. All I am saying is sometimes we are deprioritizing important things because of some other priorities, because of enjoyment priorities. Whereas I'm seeing in other religions, they are trying to give more focus towards the religious practices. I'm not saying if you don't go to temple, you're not a Hindu. That is not what I said. You do your mantra japa at home, that's fine. You read your book at home, that's fine. Because I know Hinduism is about more broader. It is not, you are able to see God everywhere. చెట్లో పుట్లో కూడా మనం భగవంతుడిని చూడగల శక్తి, అటువంటి మనస్తత్వం మనకి భగవంతుడు ఇచ్చాడు. కానీ మనం చాలాసార్లు డీప్రయారిటైజ్ చేస్తున్నాం. Why I'm comparing, Mataji, is you have a Bhagavad Gita class and you have some enjoyment. It's okay, baad mein jayenge. But some people, other religions, baad mein jayenge. They are not thinking like that. They are thinking, this time I should prioritize and I focus. That is my comparison point. అర్థమైందండి? అయినా మీ మనసు కోపం వచ్చాడు. జస్ట్ కార్తీక్ ప్రభు.
Because I'm not in religions. Basically, how do I remember?
Yeah,
How I convert the non-believers to believers.
yeah,
Make them still believe generation by generation. So that force for correction is there to keep them in that path.
mm,
But for us, that is not the mission. As I said, it's more individual beliefs than there are beliefs.
understand.
That's why you see the demons, that is the way having to put the mask, go to church, go to the gang up. And then you will say, oh, he's not believing, and go convert him. I mean, that's the kind of concept, that's the religion. Just art is not like that. That's why you see this, whatever
Yeah.
they have connections with the individual, the freedom is there in the surrounding.
But the problem, Prabhu, the freedom has reached a stage where we are completely ignoring the principles of life. That is my worry. Freedom is good. Huh?
This is the part of that.
Ah.
Which appeals to you.
Correct.
There is that book, another book, 5 times you will do, whatever experience, go to ask compulsory.
But I'll tell you one thing, Prabhu. If they are not following, is there anybody who is putting them in jail?
There is societal pressure.
Huh?
We have jail going.
Societal, but sometimes it's very
Pressure of society, mind is going, mind is following.
Economic impact also.
You're not being a true believer. I mean, you don't get to see whether internally that's what happens.
Understand.
That force that we don't have here.
Actually, like I want to take that good thing from there. Let me put it like this. Please let us discuss, Mataji. This is not one-way conversation. I wanted to all of us to exchange and discuss.
They get help in their daily.
Hmm.
When some, I've seen even small mechanics say naked, takers say naked, they will employ only them. You hardly find any other person outside their
Community. Yeah.
That is one thing. Second, if somebody is in problem, they together as a community, they can. How many people are doing that? We don't have that community. That is what well also for this country.
Actually, that is where right now we are struggling. In the sense like because there is no something common which is holding all us together and everybody feels like they don't feel obligated to go and support the other person.
That is what
Yes.
some of us are going to start this.
Yes.
So if I'm part of this community, what is the benefit? They don't get benefit.
Yeah.
You get more subsidies, so internal subsidies, that is also thought. On top of it, to the ashrams or the communities, they specifically focus and help only the community. The community, everybody is in problem, hospitalized, education, whatever. We have them there. So what is the benefit they get by being in the community? They are benefiting more by being in the other.
you make it come
Bhaktis, after all their regular stuff is taken care of, which is very well taken over.
Understand. Yeah.
2 days back, I had an Facebook meeting. What was with the group? They distributed 2015 as a, that person which is there was born and passed on 2015. Book is there in front of the TV under a box, OTT box. It's a very digital book of the because the OTT box needs some limitations like
Yeah, that's how the cheap happens.
That's how she president,
so then I said,
Can you show your feed, Mataji? Yes, I am able to see your feed. Thank you.
so I said, I attending this class before I didn't know. So I attended after this class, I said, don't keep that OTT box.
Very
So
good.
now, the Gita plus do.
Yeah, understood.
So I said, all the books you read, whatever you read, it's human written or human written, but this thing is Bhagavan one, to wait for the words of the Lord. It's not 16 chapter, it has like this past one, and I asked them, there's a kid and another. So I said, you read chapter 1, and there's like, so you to read chapter 12, read this for the second, for the next 45 days in summer period. Don't use the book like that, use this Slokas and Slokas. Then Mother said like we we never see the other books somewhere as a key. Anywhere else. But our books, we see everywhere in the house, but not read. In my house also it is not read. It's not taking this.
I'm happy, Prabhu. I can retire today. I can retire today because at least one Prabhuji has seen how Bhagavad Gita is misused in some other place and he told him the importance of Bhagavad Gita. My purpose is achieved. I can retire today. Krishna, now you can take me away.
She was a lawyer. Our own people who have been educated ladies, they're fighting against the Shabrimala case, dividing our cultures and we only
Pantaji, don't get me started now. See, the freedom, I will say one statement and stop here. The freedom has given us so much choice to even put down our own belief system. To that extent, we are given freedom. I sometimes ask Krishna, why did you give so much free will? Why did you give so much free will? But Krishna is, that's why he is above Devatas. Devatas give temporary solutions. And Krishna gives the permanent solution. And Krishna says, only if you want to come to me, come. Otherwise, enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. How many lives you want to enjoy? Enjoy. When you want to come to me, I will make all arrangements. I will remove all the obstacles on your path and I will make you come to me. Until then, Punarati Jananam, Punarati Maranam, Iha Samsare, Bahudustare, Krupaya Pahi Murane. Samprapte Sannihite Kale, Nahi Nahi Rakshati, Dukrum Karani, Nahi Nahi Rakshati, Dukrum Karani, Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Mudamate, Govindam Bhaja Mudamate. This one line is the answer for so many things. M.S. Subbalakshmi, she is now sitting in Vaikunta and singing personally next to Lord Narayana. I think Narayana is asking her, Mataji, now can you sing this song? Can you please sing this song? Like that, she is now personal assistant, personal singer. Anyway, so Prabhuji and Matajis, I know this is open up for debate. 2 days back, I had a chat with one of my friends, who is my childhood good friend. He is now in US. He is there for 20 years. He has his own life. Now he has his own views about bhakti and religion and everything. And he was arguing this is optional. How does it matter? And kind of thing. I said, thank you very much. I said, thank you very much. We are childhood cheddi buddies. We can align there, but we cannot align on this path. I said, we agree to disagree. I said, we agree to disagree. The problem is, I know some of you may not like it, our modern education and our thinking exposure is trying to take away from our roots. And it is almost becoming like taking it easy and kind of thing. So, coming back to conclude, Prabhuji's, Mataji's, my agony, when I compare with other religions, don't feel bad. I am feeling bad from a perspective that we are not trying to give importance to our dharma, our duty, our responsibility. And we are always trying to give priority to our personal enjoyment or something else than the most important aspects of life. That is what all acharyas are beating their head and saying, Govindam, Govindam, Bhaja, Mudhamate, Mudhamate, O Mudha. That is the most polished way of saying it, O Mudha. Right. So by practice and detachment, coming back to this topic 35, practice and detachment. Practice is what we discussed, Krishna consciousness, daily conscious practice. Mano, conscious ka putting some time and devoting towards Krishna conscious, so that to that extent, our time we are not doing something else. Second one is detachment. How do we get the detachment? By the practice of Krishna consciousness, one engages in the 9 types of devotional service to the Lord. The first and foremost of such devotional engagements is hearing about Krishna. Sravanam. What is the first one in the Navavidha Bhakti? Sravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam, Vandanam, Archanam, Padasevanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atmanivedanam. These are the 9 things told by Prahalada at the age of 95. No, at the age of 5. He said that to us. Right? By here, the more one, please underline this statement. The more one hears about Krishna, the more one becomes enlightened and detached from everything that draws the mind away from the Krishna. Please underline in your book. ఎంత ఎక్కువ మంది భగవంతుడి గురించి వింటే అంత మనం వైరాగ్యం వస్తుంది, డిటాచ్మెంట్ వస్తుంది. Then you start understanding what is permanent, what is impermanent, what is most important, what is unimportant. Right? Vairagya means detachment from matter and attachment to Krishna. Vairagya ante entandi? Detachment from nonsense, attachment to Krishna. That is Vairagya. Vairagya annadi, it's not a dialogue. Vairagyam is a behavior. It's a practice. Vairagyam is a practice. So, if you are detached from nonsense and attached to Krishna, that is Vairagya. Your friends come and say, Sunday morning, can we all go to play cricket? ఈ పాడు భగవద్గీత ఎప్పుడు సంపుతానే ఉంటాడు, ఆయనకి పని లేదు, తెల్లపూర్ నుంచి వస్తాడు, మన సంపు తింటాడు, పదండి వెళ్ళి క్రికెట్ ఆడుకున్నాం. And you tell, no, we'll play on Saturday. Or I'll come after 9:30 or 10 o'clock. I want to attend Bhagavad Gita class. That is important for me. That is Vairagya. That is detachment. Vairagyam doesn't mean that. Amma cheppamma.
Tataya, మీ వాయిస్ లో రీసౌండ్ వస్తుంది.
Oh, some echo is coming. Is it echoing everyone?
Yes, Tataya.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Shankarao Prabhu, అందరికి ఎక్కువ వస్తుందండి?
అవును ప్రభుజీ.
ఎక్కువ వస్తుందా?
ఇప్పుడు రావట్లేదు.
ఇప్పుడు రావట్లేదు కదా? Okay. So, what is Vairagyam? Vairagyam doesn't mean that, let me wear some చినిగిపోయిన బట్టలు వేసుకుంటాను, నా దగ్గర మంచి బట్టలు ఉన్నా చినిగిపోయిన బట్టలు వేసుకుంటాను, ఈ జీవితం క్షణికం, నాకెందుకు సబ్బు ఎందుకు, పేస్ట్ ఎందుకు, అది కాదు వైరాగ్యం. Prabhupada says yukta vairagya, use everything for Krishna. That is vairagyam. I have a big car, I want to use it for Krishna. I have a big boot so that I can keep my projector, screen, music system, everything. I can go from one place to another place. I have a big house. Why? I can do more satsangs. I can accommodate more people. I can offer more. Krishna has given me good money. Okay, I can do more charity. I can offer prashadam to people. I can participate in good activities. You understand? భగవంతుడు మీకు ఇచ్చిన సదుపాయాల్ని వైరాగ్యం పేరుతో వదులుకోమనట్ల, భగవంతుడి కోసం వాడమంటున్నాడు ఆయన. దట్ ఈస్ ద రియల్ వైరాగ్య. యు అండర్స్టూడ్? వైరాగ్యం ఇస్ detachment from nonsense, attachment to Krishna. I have a lot of money. Achha, why do we need to waste money on this nonsense? Maybe I want to donate to a temple. I want to sponsor prasadam on some Sunday. Okay, instead of taking my friends out for dinner and paying 15,000 rupees on one evening for a dinner in some hotel, I want to sponsor prasadam on Sunday morning. That is vairagyam. Now I'll tell another example with Mataji's will not agree. Instead of buying that 10,000 rupees saree, I have anyway 100 sarees on my wardrobe. Now this 10,000 rupees, I want to sponsor a prasadam, or I want to give donation. I want to do some good activity. I want to distribute 20 Bhagavad Gita books. That is Vairagyam. You understood, Prabhu, what is Vairagyam? Because there is a Vairagyan gurinchi, people ki tappudu avagahan undi. వైరాగ్యం అంటే అన్ని ఉన్నా సరే పీనాసోడ్లా ఉండమని చాలా మంది అనుకుంటారు. అది కాదు, పీనాసోడ్లా ఉండటం వైరాగ్యం కాదు. నీకున్న శక్తిని, యుక్తిని, డబ్బుని, పరపతిని, పేరుని అన్ని భగవంతుడి కోసం ఉపయోగిస్తాం వైరాగ్యం. There was one Mataji, actually I don't know if I told this story, she was in our satsang. I generally have a tendency to connect with everybody and talk. So that Mataji opened with me. She told me that her son kicked her out from the house. She was a wife of a regional manager of a bank. She was always traveling in the second ACs, first ACs, that kind of a life. Her husband passed away. And now her daughter-in-law and son doesn't wanted her. And she is living on pension. They almost kicked her out of the house. So, normal people, what do? Cry, complain to everybody. Anybody you see, na koduku intlo taramesadandi, na koduku intlo taramesadandi, kodalo chila chestunandi. She said, I am very happy to come to Gachibowli Satsang group. I am finding peace here. I'll come. She gets a pension, and half of her pension she is giving for the satsang to run. Half of her pension she is giving for the satsang to run. And when there was this for the temple donation, she came and asked me, Prabhuji, I also want to sponsor 5 lakh rupees, but I don't have. How should I do? I said, Mataji, please keep some money for yourselves. You are a retired lady. You are a widower and a pensioner. Some health problem will be there. You please keep that money. She said, no, I want to donate for the temple. You please tell me. Then I said, okay, Mataji, monthly 10,000, 5,000, something you donate like. See her attachment now. She has 2 choices, to cry, complain, or use the time to connect to Krishna. After some months, she said, కృష్ణుడు నాకు అందుకేనేమోనండి నా కొడుకు కోడల నుంచి దూరం చేశాడు. నేను ఇంకా కృష్ణ కాన్షియస్ చక్కగా భగవద్గీత చాంటింగ్ చేసుకోవచ్చండి, లేకపోతే మనోళ్ళు ముండి కడిగి అలసిపోతా. నేను చక్కగా దేవుడి ఆరాధన చేసుకోవచ్చు, నాకు ఇప్పుడు ఏ బాధ్యత లేదు, రోజుకి 32 మాలలు చేసుకోవచ్చు ప్రభుజీ. దట్ ఈస్ హర్ రియలైజేషన్, అండ్ దట్ ఈస్ ద రైట్ రియలైజేషన్. She has 2 choices, to cry and complain, or use the time to serve Krishna. Is she doing the right thing, Prabhuji's Matajis? మనం ఆ పరిస్థితుల్లో ఉంటే చేస్తామా? We might do the cry and complain option. But that Mataji took the second option too. What is the point of crying and complaining? Krishna has helped me to detach from my family. Thank you, daughter-in-law, for kicking me from the house. I can now focus 100% on Krishna. I can go to Vrindavan whenever I want. I don't have any family obligations. See her maturity. She is maybe 10th past only. She is not a big educated, but she got the highest understanding. It is not the education, Prabhu. It is the depth. Once Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was seeing, and there was one devotee, it's already 8:30. There was one devotee who was holding Bhagavad Gita and he was crying. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked him, why are you crying? He says, I don't know how to read Bhagavad Gita. I'm an old man. I am not educated. I can't read it. But seeing Krishna, Supreme Personality of Godhead, working as a charioteer for Arjuna makes me cry. అంటే భగవంతుడు భక్తుడు కోసం ఒక రథసారథిలాగా అయ్యాడు కదండి, ఆ విషయం నాకు చాలా బాధేస్తుందండి అని హీ స్టార్ట్స్ క్రైమ్. దెన్ చైతన్య మహాప్రభు సెడ్, యు ఆర్ ద మోస్ట్ ఎడ్యుకేటెడ్ పర్సన్ బికాస్ యు అండర్స్టూడ్ ద ఎసెన్స్ ఆఫ్ భగవద్గీత. కృష్ణ మీన్స్ యోగక్షేమం వహామ్యహం protector of devotees. And Krishna is doing that one. And you have the soft heart. Prabhuji's education, our position should not make us hard-hearted. మళ్ళీ ఈకో వస్తుందా నాన్న? Hare Krishna, I don't know why echo is happening. Is anybody
Prabhuji, I
speaking
think
here?
some
No.
issue at Manya's end. We are
So,
able to hear
Ankita
properly
Mataji,
when
is it
Manya
ego
is
is the issue?
muted, sir. No, Prabhuji, only when Manya is unmuting, we are hearing the echo. I think some issue at her
Okay.
end.
Manya, when you are on mute, are you able to hear me?
Yes, nothing.
Okay. Okay. If you are, I think Manya, when you are unmuting, the echo is coming maybe because you are listening from two systems, maybe laptop and mobile. So don't unmute. Okay, are you able to hear me properly? Others are able to hear me properly?
Yes, Prabhuji, we are able to hear.
Okay, let's continue.
Manya, you can try exiting and coming back in. That might solve the problem.
Okay. So practice and detachment. We spent a lot of time trying to understand Vairagyam. So Krishna said that is called Yukta Vairagyamu. Yukta Vairagyam ante using everything for Krishna. I think I told this example. One person came and asked, Swamiji, you are a sannyasi, to Prabhupada. You are not supposed to be attached to money. Why are you attached to money? He said, this money is Krishna's money. I am using all this money for Krishna. So I have no problem getting more money. Why? Is he getting all that money for himself? As a sannyasi, if he is getting all that money for himself, then it is misusing. But he is collecting more money for Krishna, to construct temple, for prasadam, for Radhayatra, for all kinds of activities. Then it's okay. Because there is a, in the Shankaracharya philosophy and kind of things, no, sannyasis, they are not supposed to touch money. It is their sannyasulu dabbu muttukokudadanta. So, డబ్బు ముట్టుకోకూడదంటే అర్థం ఏంటి? నీ స్వార్థం కోసం నువ్వు వాడుకోకూడదని అర్థం. అంతేగాని ముట్టుకోకూడదంటే లిటరల్గా ముట్టుకోకూడదని కాదు. నీ స్వార్థం కోసం వాడుకోకూడదు, భగవంతుడి కోసం ఎంత ధనం అన్నా వాడచ్చు. రైట్? దట్స్ వాట్. So Krishna is telling, how can you control the mind? By practice and detachment. This is a message for all of us. Practice and detachment. This is a message for lifetime. Mana jeevitanto ee message andi. Practice detachment. Practice detachment. Please go home and reflect on this. Prabhuji's, Mataji's, after going home, how many of you are reflecting what we discussed in the class? How many of you are reflecting? How many of you discuss with your family? Mataji told me how you discuss. Very good. Prabhu.
Strategically, getting to a discussion.
Very good. You are very smart, Prabhu. Right. Next. Asamyatatma yogo.
అసంయతాత్మనా యోగో
Dushprata iti me mati.
ప్రాప ఇతి మే మతి
Vasyatmana tu yatata.
వశ్యాత్మనా తు
Sakyo
యతత
vapum upayata.
శక్యో వాప్తుముపాయతః
Asamyatatmana yogo.
అసంయతాత్మనా యోగో
Dushprapa iti me mati.
దుష్ప్రాప ఇతి మే మతి
Vasyatmana tu yatata.
వశ్యాత్మనా తు యతత
Sakyo vaptum upayata.
శక్యో
Everybody can
వాప్తుముపాయతః
recite. Asamyatatmana yogo. Dushprapa iti me mati. Vasyatmana tu yatata. Sakyo Bhaktum Upayata. Krishna is telling, for one whose mind is uncontrolled, self-realization is difficult. మనస్సును అధిగమించకపోతే ఆత్మ సాక్షాత్కారం భక్తిలో ముందుకెళ్ళలేం. వెరీ క్లియర్. ద ఫౌండేషన్ టు ప్రోగ్రెస్ ఇన్ భక్తి ఈస్ మైండ్ షుడ్ బి అండర్ కంట్రోల్. బట్ హీ హూస్ మైండ్ ఈస్ కంట్రోల్డ్ అండ్ హూ స్ట్రైవ్స్ బై అప్రోప్రియేట్ మీన్స్ ఈస్ ఎష్యూర్డ్ ఆఫ్ సక్సెస్. దట్ ఈస్ మై ఒపీనియన్. కృష్ణుడు ఏమంటున్నాడు? మీరు మైండ్ని కంట్రోల్ చేయగలిగితే and if you are following the right method, you are assured of success. Right. So therefore, one must control the mind by engaging it constantly in the loving service of the Lord. Unless one is engaged in Krishna consciousness, he cannot steadily control the mind. A Krishna conscious person easily achieves the result of yoga practice without a separate endeavor. But a yoga practitioner cannot achieve success without being Krishna consciousness. Now, can we go to forest? Can we put on a deer skin? We'll be under the animal act. Can we sit on it straight? Can we focus and sit there for years together? No food, no water, controlling the mind, no senses, only thinking about the Parabrahma in your heart. Is it possible? Not possible for me. Not possible for me. I don't know, some of you are yogis from your past life. It may be possible for you. Right? So what Krishna is telling? Chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Read Bhagavatam. Read Bhagavad Gita. Spend time with Vaishnavas. Do some seva. Right? All of you need to be eager to do some seva. You need to fight for the seva. Prabhuji, I want seva. That should be, I know we are not doing much except serving prasadam. Not much. So Krishna is telling, you will get the same result as yogis do just by following Krishna consciousness. So if some of you get a doubt, Prabhuji, by doing all these things, will I get a result or not? Krishna is answering, you will get the same result of yoga practice without a separate endeavor. Krishna is guaranteeing the success. అవునండి, కృష్ణుడు చెప్తున్నాడు ఖచ్చితంగా సక్సెస్ వస్తుంది. కృష్ణ చైతన్యంలో మీరు ముందుకెళ్తే ఖచ్చితంగా మీకు ఆత్మ సాక్షాత్కారం లభిస్తుంది, ముక్తి లభిస్తుంది, భగవంతుని ప్రేమ లభిస్తుంది. దట్స్ వాట్ కృష్ణ ఇస్ టెల్లింగ్. నెక్స్ట్, అర్జున ఉవాచ అయాతి శ్రద్ధయోపేతో
ఆయతి శ్రద్ధయోపేతో
చలిత మానస
యోగాచలితమానస
యోగ సంసిద్ధిం
అప్రాప్య యోగ సంసిద్ధిం
కాం గతిం కృష్ణ గచ్చతి.
కాం గతిం కృష్ణ గచ్చతి. అర్జున ఉవాచ
అయాతి శ్రద్ధయోపేతో
అయతి శ్రద్ధయోపేతో
చలిత మానస
యోగాచలితమానస
యోగ సంసిద్ధిం
అప్రాప్య యోగ సంసిద్ధిం
కృష్ణ గచ్చతి.
కాం గతిం కృష్ణ గచ్చతి.
Anybody want to recite? You need to fight to recite. You should say, I want to recite. Why are you hesitating? ఏమైనా ఎగ్జామ్స్ ఉన్నాయా? మార్కులు ఉన్నాయా? పరువు పోతుందా? ఎందుకు ఆలోచిస్తారు? టక్ టక్ అని ఒక్కొక్కళ్ళు అర్జున ఉవాచ
అర్జున ఉవాచ
అయాతి శ్రద్ధయోపేతో
అయతి శ్రద్ధయోపేతో
చలిత మానస
యోగాచలితమానసః
అప్రాప్య యోగ సంసిద్ధిం
ప్రాప్య యోగ
కం
సంసిద్ధిం
గతిం కృష్ణ గచ్చతి. Very nice, Pataji. You recited nice. So you should recite more. Okay, don't hesitate. Now Arjuna asked the question. Krishna, you are saying if we follow all this, there is a guarantee. What if I finish my account on the way? While I am practicing, if I pack my bags and go, Krishna, you only take me away in the middle of the path. What is my position? Right? Oh Krishna, what is the destination of the unsuccessful yogi who in the beginning takes to the process of self-realization with faith, but who later desists due to worldly mindedness and does not attain perfection in mysticism? This is a good question, right? కొన్నాళ్ళు ఫాలో అయ్యి తర్వాత somebody told you, Why are you wasting your time every Sunday morning going to that Bhagavad Gita class? You will have one Krishna appearing in you with the Vishwarupam. One of your relative, friend, mother, mother-in-law, father-in-law, wife, husband, they will tell you, "Edduku nee samayanni vrudha chestunnao." And you will start thinking, correct. Last 6 months, instead of sleeping until 8:30, I am getting up at 6:30 and going to the class. Correct. I lost precious sleep. And you decide, let me stop attending these classes. I chanted for 6 months. My son did not get the IIT seat. I stopped chanting. My daughter did not get married into a rich family. Stop chanting. I wanted to buy a big flat. I did not get that one. Stop chanting. I am supposed to be promoted. I did not promote. Stop chanting. మన మనసు ఇలాగే ఉంటుంది కదండి. కావాల్సింది దొరకపోతే భగవంతుడు is the most easy target. So stop chanting. Will you stop eating food? I did not get, my son did not get IIT. From tomorrow, 1 year, I will not eat breakfast. No. I'll eat double breakfast. The easiest target is Krishna. పాప ఆయన చూస్తూ ఉంటాడు. రాక ఇడు భగవద్గీత క్లాస్కి వచ్చాడు. వీళ్ళ కొడుకు ఐఐటి సీట్ రాకపోవడం మానేశాడు. 3 నెలల్లో మానేశాడు. సర్లే, దట్స్ వాట్ కృష్ణ విల్ బి వెయిటింగ్. వీడు ఎప్పుడు నా వైపు తిరుగుతాడో. The basic principle of self-realization is knowledge that the living entity is not this material body, but is different from it. So, somebody stops in between. What is going to happen? 38. Kachinno vaya viprastas chinna brahmkivanashyati apratishto mahabaho
అప్రతిష్టో మహాబాహో
Kachinno
బ్రహ్మణాపతి
Chinno
భయ విభ్రష్ట
Apratishto
నా
mahabaho
భ్రమివనశ్యతి
Vimudo
అప్రతిష్టో మహాబాహో
Anybody online?
మూఢో బ్రహ్మణాపతి.
Srilata Mataji, Sindhu,
ప్రభుజీ
Divakar Prabhu, Deepshika Mataji, Shashi Prabhu, Rohini Mataji. Anybody want to recite, please? Are you in front of your computer or you just put it on and doing some other work? That is the sweetness of online class.
శలై ప్రభుజీ
Selected hearing. I know Shankar Rao Prabhu is ready to recite, but I just wanted to request if anybody else want to recite.
Tataya,
Sindhu.
can I recite?
Okay, Sindhu recite. Okay, Nana Manya recite.
Kachidobhaya viprastas
Kachinno vaya viprastas
chiddabhrab ivadasyati
chinna brahmivanashyati
apratishto mahabaho
apratishto mahabaho
vibudho brahmanapatihi.
vimudo brahmanapatihi. Very nice, Ram. Well done. Oh mighty armed Krishna, does not such a man who is bewildered from the path of transcendence fall away from both spiritual and material success and perish like a riven cloud with no position in any sphere? అంటే వాడి పరిస్థితి ఏంటి? నా గరక నా ఘాట్క. అంటే ఇటు లైఫ్ ఎంజాయ్ చేయలేదు, అటు కృష్ణుడికి చేరుకోలేదు. He was not able to progress spiritually. He was not able to progress materially. So is he waste of time? Arey, had I not focused on Krishna, I would have enjoyed materially so much. I would have earned money. I would have become senior vice president in my company. I would have done that one, this one. ఇటు కృష్ణుడి దగ్గరికి పోలేదు, అటు మెటీరియల్ గా నేను నా జీవితంలో ఏం సాధించలేదు. Arjuna is asking very practical questions. I mean, we are grateful to Arjuna for asking all these questions which are coming in our mind. 39. Etan me samsayam Krishna चेतुम्
एतन्मे
अर्हसि
संशयं
अशेषता
चेत्तुमर्हस्य शेषतः
त्वादन्यसंशयास्यास्य
त्वदन्यः
चेतन
संशय
हि उपपाद्यते
चेत्ता न ह्रुपपद्यते
एतान्मे संशयं कृष्ण
एतन्ये संशयं
चेतुम् अर्हति अशेषता
चेत्तुमर्हस्य शेषतः
त्वाद्यन्य संशयास्यास्य
त्वदन्यः
चेतन
संशयस्यास्य
हि उपदाद्यते
चेत्ता
उपपाद्यते. Anybody want to recite online?
Yeah, I will do.
Okay, please do.
I'll do it, Prabhuji.
Please, ma'am. Srilata
Yeah.
Mataji, please do.
Yeah. Etan maye samsayam Krishna
Etan me samsayam Krishna
chetum arhasi aseshatah
chetum arhati aseshata
tvad anyah samsayasyasya
tvad anya samsayasyasya
chetana hi upapatayet.
chetana hi upapadyate. Actually, wherever we don't know, we can break it. That is the easiest part of it. Samsaya syasya. Samsaya syasya. Samsaya syasya. Samsaya syasya. Upapadyate. Upapadyate. Like that we can break and then try to combine. Slowly, we'll be able to recite it together. This is my doubt, Krishna, that I ask you to dispel it completely. But for you, no one is to be found who can destroy this doubt. This sloka establishes the confidence of Arjuna that only Krishna can dispel this knowledge. Krishna, నీకు తెలిస్తే చెప్పు కాదు. Krishna, నువ్వే ఈ డౌట్ తీర్చగలవు. He has 100% confidence that only Krishna can remove the doubts. That is very important in the progress of bhakti. Krishna, నీకు తెలుసు అనుకుంటాను, ఒకటి తెలిస్తే చెప్పు. అంటే ఏంటి? నీకు పూర్తి నమ్మకం లేదు. పూర్తి నమ్మకం లేని చోట ఫలితం ఉండదు. సో పూర్తి నమ్మకం చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్. గురువు మీద పూర్తి నమ్మకం ఉండాలి. 4th chapter, can you connect to any sloka? తద్విత్తి ప్రణిపాతేన పరిప్రశ్నేన సేవయా ఉపదేక్షంతి తే జ్ఞానం జ్ఞానినస్తత్వదర్శినః. By the time we finish 18 chapters, some of us need to know at least 50 slokas by heart. Why some of us? All of us. We need to know at least 50 slokas by heart. Can we say it? Tatvitti pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti te gnanam jnaninastatvadarshinaha. How to approach a guru? This is what is told. How to approach a guru? Any one of you remember the sloka meaning? Parampara. Approach the guru with submission. Tatvitti pranipatena. Pranipatam. Pranipatam means folded hands, surrender. Conviction that Guru can solve all my problems. He is my go-to person. Anyadam sharanam nasti. Like that mood, surrender to Guru and ask in a non-challenging mode. I wanted to know, Prabhuji, can you please clarify? Ask in a Krishna, I know you can answer this one. Can you please clarify? With a confidence, with a surrender mode, with a submissive mode, ask questions and learn knowledge is the way to progress in the path of bhakti. Applying that here, connecting that to sloka to this sloka, Arjuna is very confident that Krishna knows this one. Krishna is the perfect knower of past, present and future. Now Arjuna wants to know the future of the Enana.
We చెప్పారు కదా proper way to approach Guru. అది ఇక్కడ రాసుకుందాం that book లో.
Avuna, very nice. Manya has written in her book how to approach a guru. Very good. Thank you, Nana. How many of you are writing notes? You are all PhD scholars. Many of you are not writing notes. Please bring a book and a pen and write notes. Otherwise, you will forget Gatam Gataha.
తాతయ్య
Perfect, Nana. Very nice. God bless you, Ram. A 10-year-old girl is sincerely making notes. So I encourage all of you to bring a book and make notes so that you go home and refer that notes. Or scribble on your Bhagavad Gita book. This Bhagavad Gita book is your personal copy. You can scribble, you can underline, put star. Ammo, tappotunemo underline cheyakudandi. People ask so many questions. Emanటే ball pen తో రాయొచ్చా Bhagavad Gita మీద? Pen తో రాయొచ్చా? గీత గీయొచ్చా? Sometimes our people are so special. ఎక్కడి నుంచి వస్తాయి ఇటువంటి క్వశ్చన్ నాకు అర్థం కాదు. ఓ పక్కనేమో ఓటీటీ బాక్స్ కింద పెట్టేస్తారు పేపర్ వైట్ లాగా. అప్పుడు అడగరు ఎవరిని, ఏమంటే ఇక్కడ పెట్టచ్చా అడగరు. గీత గీయమంటే గీత గీయచ్చా అండి? ఎవరో చెప్పారండి భగవద్గీత మీద మన పెన్నుతో ఏం రాయకూడదంట కదా, మనం ఏమన్నా గీస్తే కృష్ణుడి మీద గీసినట్టు అంట కదా, కృష్ణుడు చెప్పిన దాన్ని మనం డామినేట్ చేసినట్టు కదా. నీకు అంత బుద్ధి ఉంటే నాన్ వెజ్ ఎందుకు తినాలి? అంటే భగవద్గీత ఎస్కేపింగ్. I want to avoid reading Bhagavad Gita because I have knowledge. If you are so conscious, stop eating non-veg and read Bhagavad Gita. Because my sense gratification is the highest. I don't want to compromise on my sense gratification. Everything is secondary. Krishna is secondary. There was one of my friend, I told him, Ekadashi day, don't eat. He intentionally got non-veg. He said, you said Ekadashi don't eat, right? I am eating non-veg in front of him. I said, show me your feet. I thought by mistake I told you. At least now Krishna will transfer that sin to me. Otherwise he wouldn't have been eating non-veg on Ekadashi day. Because I told him he's eating non-veg on Ekadashi day. There was one guy in the office, I don't know if I told this story. He was talking about Gayatri Mantra to his lunch break name. And he ordered chicken biryani. And he was talking about the importance of Gayatri Mantra. I saw him and I said, come and meet me after the lunch break. He was thinking, he doesn't report it to me, I'm 4 levels above him. So he was a little shit scared. Why did I ask him to? Then I told him. I said, it was so nice to hear you are talking about the glories of Gayatri Mantra. But why did you order chicken biryani? I said, from tomorrow, either you leave Gayatri or leave chicken. You choose one of them. If you want to eat chicken, stop talking about greatness of Gayatri. If you want to talk about Gayatri, stop eating chicken. He looked at his face because he can't tell anything to me. Because I am his super senior, he looked at me like this. I think మనసులో నానా బూతులు తిట్టుకొని ఉంటాడు, పైకి మాత్రం and he went away. So what is the point of talking about Gayatri when you are not trying to follow? You are a Brahmin. You had a sacred thread. And then this one. There was one more Brahmin guy. He's a Kannada Brahmin, Madhva Brahmin. I met in Europe. We were having lunch. He got beef. He was living in Europe for many years. And we were both having lunch. At that time, I don't have this much knowledge. But in my heart, I was crying. Then I told him, this is the last day you are eating beef. He said, what's wrong in it? It's food. I said, do you have sacred thread? He said, yes, I have sacred thread. I said, you have a sacred thread, you are a Madhva Brahmin, and you are eating beef? What nonsense is this? He is elder to me by 12 years. But somehow I picked up courage and I told him, what nonsense you are doing. This is not at all right. Stop eating this one. I don't know what he thought about it. After 2 days he came, his face was red, fuming. He always has a fully shaved head. His whole face and head became completely red. I thought he'll beat me. But he didn't beat me. After 2 days he came back and said, Satya, you are right. I'm going to stop eating beef from today. I said, thank you so much. I said, thank you so much for listening to me and take it in the right perspective. ఇంకా చాలా ఉంది మనకు ముందు. We are now talking about big things only. As we get into small things, all of us have duplicity. Yes. Yes. Slowly, we are now talking about big mistakes. As we grow our big mistakes, we'll start talking about small mistakes. And slowly, as we get close to 18th chapter, 16, 17, 18, we'll start talking about subtle mistakes we do also and how do we correct that one. Provided you want to correct yourselves. Prabhuji, I don't want to correct anything. I'm just coming here to learn Bhagavad Gita, Slokas and meaning. Okay, thank you. Prabhuji, I also want to correct myself. Double thank you. I fall at your feet. Right? In the process, I am also correcting myself. So what is the future of the unsuccessful transcendentalist? What is the future? Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Partha Naiveha Namutra
पार्थनैवेह नामुत्र विनाशस्तस्य
Kalyana Krut Kaschit
न हि कल्याणकृत् दुर्गतिं
Sri Bhagavan Uvacha
श्रीभगवानुवाच
Partha Namutra
पार्थनैवेह नामुत्र
Vinashyastasya Vidyate
विनाशस्तस्य विद्यते
Kalyana Krut Kaschit
न हि कल्याणकृत् कश्चित्
Durgatim Tata Gacchati.
दुर्गतिं तात
Anybody want
गच्छति
to recite? Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Partha Naiveha Namutra Vinasastasya Vidyate
विद्यते
Kati Kalyana
ज्ञानकृत्
Kaschit Durgatim Tata Gacchati. Very good. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, what is the word used by Prabhupada? The Supreme Personality of Godhead. O son of Partha, a yogi or transcendentalist engaged in auspicious activities does not meet with destruction either in this world or in spiritual world. One who does good, my friend, is never overcome by evil. Ammaya, Krishna has given an answer. What did Krishna say? There is no destruction for a yogi, either here or there. There is no loss in the path. Connecting to one sloka in 2nd chapter, 40th sloka. Neha Vikramana Sosri Pratyavayuna Vidyate Swalpam Apyasya Dharmasya Grayato Mahato Bayat. ఈ మార్గంలో ఏ కొద్దిపాటి మంచి చేసినా అది వేస్ట్ అవ్వదు. కృష్ణ ఇస్ టెల్లింగ్, యూ అటెండెడ్ క్లాసెస్ ఫర్ 6 months, నో వేస్ట్. యూ డిడ్ చాంటింగ్ ఫర్ 4 months, ఇట్ నాట్ వేస్టెడ్. డోంట్ థింక్ దట్ ఇట్ ఇస్ వేస్టెడ్. Everything what you are doing now is counted by Krishna and he is depositing personally in your spiritual bank. The money you deposit in the ICICI bank is gone. One of you have deposited 20 crores in ICICI bank. You died. You had the next body and you go to ICICI bank and says that account money belongs to me. What will he say? Either arrest you or he'll call a psychiatrist. అంతేనండి, ఆ డబ్బులు నావే అంటే. Do you see so many dogs sleeping in front of State Bank of India and all these banks? They are the deposit holders in their previous life. They are trying to safeguard there. That's why now they are now dogs. They are sleeping in front of that banks so that nobody takes their deposit away. I'll tell you the story of Kailash. I told you before. నారదముని వచ్చి ఏమంటాడు? భాగవతం చెప్తానంటాడు. వినడు. ఫస్ట్ డబ్బు సంపాదించాలంటాడు. తర్వాత ఏమంటాడు? పిల్లల పెళ్లి, తర్వాత బాధ్యతలు, మనవడు మనవరాలు. Finally, he was in the old age and Narada Muni says, I want to tell you Bhagavatam. He says, no, I am very busy. And finally he dies. What is his next life? Bhau, in front of the same house. Narada Muni వచ్చి భాగవతం చెప్తాను ఇప్పటికన్నా. No, I am busy protecting this house. My son and daughter-in-law are always partying and I need to take care of this house so that thieves doesn't enter, because I know where is the gold, where is the cash. ఆ ఇంటి ముందే కుక్కలాగా దొంగలు రానియకుండా బౌ బౌ అని అరుస్తూ ఆ ఇల్లు చుట్టూ తిరుగుతున్నాడు. ఎందుకు? ఆ సంపాదన మీద తాపత్రయంతో. అప్పుడు ఏం చేశాడు నారదుడు? ఫైనల్ గా వదిలేస్తే he died. And what was his next life? He was a snake. He was a snake. Narada Muni comes. Let me tell you Bhagavatam. No, my son has 10 acres land in Chevelda village. And in land lo there are so many rats. Avanni, they are eating away all the crop. So I want to eat all the rats. I want to safeguard the property of my son. నేను ఈ ఎలకలన్నీ తినేసేసి నా కొడుకు సంపాదన కాపాడతాను. అప్పుడు నారదముని సేస్ ఇమీడియట్లీ స్నేక్ స్నేక్. ఆ కొడుకు, కోడలు, మనవడు, మనవరాలు కర్రలు ఎచ్చుకొచ్చి నడుము మీద కొట్టి ఆ పావును చంపేస్తారు. అప్పుడు స్మృతి భ్రంశ మధునాశో తల తిరిగి భాగవతం ఏంటని నాకు చెప్పండి అంట. We are all no different from Kailash. We all have some attachments like that. Old people, it is very difficult. A lot of people think old age lo we can get detachment. If you don't practice from Yavanam, it is very difficult to get a detachment in old age. There are so many old people in Gautami enclave. Bhagavad Gita class means at least the hall should be full with old people, right? But they are busy. మా మనవడు ముడి కడగాలండి, మా మనవడిని క్లాస్ తీసుకెళ్ళాలండి, మా మనవడిని కరాటే క్లాస్కి తీసుకెళ్ళాలండి, మా మనవరాలకి సంగీతం క్లాస్కి తీసుకెళ్ళాలండి. They're all busy old people. At least I thought hall will be full with old people, because young people anyway, they're not interested in Bhagavad Gita. But old people are also not here. They are busy. Then who's going to listen? Huh?
Millennials like that.
Only millennials. Right? So, నడుం మీద కొట్టి చంపితే ఆ పాముకు అప్పుడు బుద్ధొచ్చి, all of you do this once. Do this strongly. There needs to be sound. Don't do it to your neighbors or your husband. Do for yourselves. Mataji will go home and say, Karthik Prabhu, Satya Prabhu told me to do this. Let me do it. No, no, no. I am not giving you permission for all that. So, we should do this one. We should ask Krishna, Naku, ఈ వ్యామోహం తగ్గించు కృష్ణ. ఈ వ్యామోహం తగ్గించకపోతే నేను ఇందులో నుంచి బయటపడ్డా. అదర్వైజ్ అవర్ లైఫ్ ఇస్ లైక్ దట్ కైలాష్. కుక్కైనా బుద్ధి రాలా, పావైనా బుద్ధి రాలా. ఎలా వస్తుందండి బుద్ధి? ఈజ్ ఇట్ ఈజీ? ఇట్ ఈస్ నాట్ ఈజీ ప్రభుజీస్, మాతాజీస్. ఇట్ ఈస్ నాట్ ఈజీ. నెక్స్ట్ శ్లోక. సో కృష్ణ ఈస్ టెల్లింగ్, money can be lost, position can be lost, health can change, but spiritual progress will be there. In this life, you are a Harvard professor, you are a gold medalist in Harvard University, but next life again, you have to start from LKG. You are in the Ambani's family, but next life you have to start again from earning every rupee. But in the path of bhakti, you live where you have left. ఎక్కడ వదిలిపెట్టారో అక్కడి నుంచి తీసుకెళ్తారు. Some of you stop attending Bhagavad Gita classes from 6th chapter. Next life, you will start attending from 7th chapter. Opening balance will be carried forward and made available to you. So, instead of investing in ICICI Bank, HDFC Bank, let us invest in Krishna's Bank. అంతేనండి. ICICI Bank money is also important for our life, but that is not everything. The most important bank is Harinam Bank, Krishna's Bank. అందులో ఇన్వెస్ట్ చేసింది life after life is available and it is compounded across lives. Interest is compounded across lives. Last time when I went to Vrindavan, I posted one picture, Harinam Bank, you remember? Very beautiful. I really liked it, Harinam Bank. Can somebody help my wife? She's speaking. Just one of you. So she's got some prashadam for us. So position is not lost. 41. Prapya punya krutam lokan.
प्राप्य पुण्यकृतां
Usitva sama.
उषित्वा शाश्वती समा
श्रीमतां गेहे
शुचीनां
योगो
श्रीमत्
भ्रष्टभिजायते प्राप्य
योगभ्रष्टोऽभिजायते
पुण्यकृतं लोकान्
प्राप्य
उषित्वा
पुण्यकृतां
शाश्वती
लोकान्
समा
उषत्वा
शुचीनां श्रीमतां गेहे
शुचीनां श्रीमतां गेहे
योगभ्रष्टोऽभिजायते The
योगभ्रष्टोऽभिजायते
unsuccessful yogi. Now Krishna is giving answer for this question of Arjuna. What will happen to somebody who left in between? Or somebody who made some progress and he has to leave his life. సమయం ఆసన్నమైంది. బయట ఒక ఇద్దరు నల్లటి వాళ్ళు వచ్చి కూర్చున్నారు. ఎవరో నల్లటి వాళ్ళు? వికృతమైన స్వరూపంతో ఇద్దరు వచ్చి మీ మంచం పక్కన కూర్చున్నారు. ఐసీయూలో నర్స్ వచ్చిన రాపైన ఒక ఇద్దరు కూర్చొని ఉంటారు పక్కన. ప్లగ్ పీకేయంగానే తీసుకెళ్తానికి రెడీగా ఉంటారు. బిల్లు పే చేశారు లేదా వాళ్ళకి సంబంధం లేదు. బిల్లు పే చేస్తే కానీ నీ కొడుకు తీసుకెళ్ళడు. కానీ ఆ ఇద్దరు నల్లటి వాళ్ళు వికృతమైన వాళ్ళు మాత్రం బిల్లుతో సంబంధం లేదు, ప్లగ్ పీకేయంగానే హైలేసా అంటూ తీసుకెళ్ళిపోతాం. రైట్? The unsuccessful yogi, after many years of enjoyment on the planets of the pious living entities, is born into the family of righteous people or into the family of rich aristocracy. ఏం జరుగుతుందని నెక్స్ట్ లైఫ్ లో కృష్ణ ఇస్ టెల్లింగ్, యు ఆర్ బోర్న్ ఇన్ ఏ పయస్ ఫ్యామిలీ ఆర్ ఏ రిచ్ ఫ్యామిలీ. వాట్ ఈస్ ద అండర్లైన్ మీనింగ్? కృష్ణ ఇస్ గ్యారంటీయింగ్ ఏ హ్యూమన్ లైఫ్. అర్థమైందండి? ఇఫ్ యు ఆర్ ఫాలోయింగ్ దిస్ పాత్, you are guaranteed a human life. You know this person who has opened his own island, one of my favorite. There are two of my favorites. Whenever I feel down, I listen to two of these videos. One is this guy. What's his name? I am Paramashiva. What is his name? You know his name? Nityananda. There is one more guy, K.A. Paul, who keeps saying that he is the one who is mediating with Trump and everybody. Yesterday I called him. He is now agreed to stop the war. How confidently he speaks. These two videos I watched to make myself little calm down if I need something. Two of my favorite people. This Nityananda said, if you deposit money with me, I will give you in the next life. So if somebody want to invest, you can contact him. I don't have his phone number, but if you want your money to be safeguarded in the next life also, you can contact him. The Shankar Prabhu, if you get his number, put it in the group. Yeah, right. So Krishna is telling, you are born in a righteous people family. Ante సత్కుటుంబంలో భక్తుల కుటుంబంలోన పుడతారు, లేకపోతే ధనవంతుల కుటుంబంలోన పుడతారు. If some of you are born in a rich family, what does it mean? Krishna has given you birth in rich family because you have did something in the past life, or you did lot of punya karmas. Chala punya karmalana chesi undali, lekapothe bhakti anna chesi undali. So why did Krishna make you take birth in a rich family? So that you don't think about basic necessities of life. You can focus on Krishna. Unfortunately, the people born in rich family are also very busy making the money 10 times, 5 times, 6 times. Like that, they are also busy. That means they are losing the opportunity. For example, a poor man, daily coolie. If he doesn't go to coolie, he doesn't get money, he cannot even cook food. Can he stop working and focus fully on Bhagavan, Krishna, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, running around? It is still possible. If they have surrender on Krishna, paisa will be arranged, food will be arranged. That is the highest level of dependence on Krishna. But normal ga alochiste, can they focus on all these things? Poddu leiste panche ayipothe aliki illu gadavadu. But for many of us, it is still possible. Right? So Krishna gives birth either in a rich family or in a pious family. Pious family means right from childhood, you are born in a family, you get up, your mother and father are busy. Samsaradava nalalida loka tranaya karunya gana ganatvam प्राप्तस्य कल्याण गुणार्णवस्य वन्दे गुरो श्री चरणारविन्द. You are thinking, what is this, right? Because we never did Mangalarati in our satsang. Next week, let us do Mangalarati for half an hour, 7 to 7:30. I am seeing so many people coming at 7:20. 7 means 7, not 7:20, please. Please get up another 20 minutes before. I know it is difficult for some of you, especially Matajis. You need to cook food, take care of your family, and you need to come. I don't know why Prabhujis come at 7:20. I can't understand. Don't tell me that you are cooking food, taking care of your family, and coming late. Don't tell that obvious lies. Please, 7 means 7, right? So next week we'll do Mangalarati for half an hour. We'll all understand how to do Arati, and then we will do our 7th chapter. Okay? So we will do Guru Arati, Tulasi Arati, Narasimha Arati, and may all 4 Aratis we'll try to do. Next week. Next Sunday we'll do. Now people will think, oh, Arati means 7. Okay, I can come at 7:45. Adhika, not what I meant. Please come by 5 to 7. What should be your time? 6:50? 6:55. I see only 3 people here. Vasantara Prabhu, or Giridhar Prabhu, Kishan Prabhu. Setting up tables. Why not others? There are so many other people. Why can't you come 10 minutes before, set the table, chairs, put this one and all? What's wrong in it? You feel, is it only the duty of those 3 people? What is our share of seva? Bhagavad Gita class is not coming, taking prasadam, going home. Krishna is telling, come serve. We should look for an opportunity to serve. What is my opportunity to serve? Don't think setting up table, chair, all these things is a low-class activity. Doing that for a Bhagavad Gita class is as equal to bhakti. Understand? For devotees, whatever work you are doing, anything directly or indirectly connecting to Krishna, it is sacred activity. There is no menial service here. Thakku work em kadandi, anni goppa works. Right? Yeah. In your previous life, you have done something good. That's why you are given human life again. Prabhujis and Matajis, take your hand, put like this here. Tap your shoulder. Yes. We are born in India. We are having human life. That itself is a big blessing. That's why you can. And Krishna has given hands. You are able to hold Bhagavad Gita. Krishna has given eyes. You are able to read. You have ears to hear. You understand? So let us be happy that, so Krishna is guaranteeing, if you are in the path of bhakti, I guarantee human life again. If you are not in the path of bhakti, we may be in the gutter with 7 children. What is the one which is going in the gutter with 7 children? Don't let me say the name. Prabhuji, నేను ఇంత పెద్ద క్యాండిడేట్ ని మీ భగవద్గీత క్లాస్కి వస్తే నన్ను దాంతో పోలుస్తారా? ఎంత పెద్దోడైనా ఎవరన్నా భగవంతుడికి దగ్గర కాకపోతే నెక్స్ట్ లైఫ్ లో 7 కాకపోతే 14 పిల్లలు ఉంటాయి తప్ప డ్యూటీ అదే. నా మీద కోపం తెచ్చుకోవద్దు. అది పరమ సత్యం. పరమ సత్యం. We will be in the gutter with 14 children. If we have ignored bhakti and if we are having a nonsensical life, that is our future. 42. Atava yoginam eva kule bhavati dhimatam etat vidurlabhataram loke janma yadidrusham.
లోకే జన్మ యదీదృశ్యం.
Okay. Atava yoginam eva.
అథవా యోగినామేవ.
Don't think about prasadam for another 15 minutes, okay? अथवा योगिनाम् एव
अथवा
कुले
योगिनामेव
भवति धीमतम्
कुले भवति धीमताम्
एतादिदुर्लभतरम्
एतद्
लोके
दुर्लभतरम्
जन्म यदीदृशम्.
लोके जन्म यदीदृशम्.
If unsuccessful after long practice of yoga, he takes his birth in a family of transcendentalists who are surely great in wisdom. Certainly such a birth is rare in the world. Either you go to the highest lokas and live, enjoy that life, Swarga Loka, that Loka, this Loka, enjoy. You are an international pale holiday in Switzerland for 6 months. After that, you have to come back to work. That Swarga Loka is paid holiday to Switzerland. తర్వాత వచ్చేయాలి కదండి, మళ్ళీ పెయిడ్ హాలిడే అయిపోయాక ఇంటికి వచ్చేయాలి కదా. దట్ ఈస్ వాట్ ఈస్ గోన్ హ్యాపెన్. బట్ ఇఫ్ యూ ప్రాక్టీస్డ్ యోగా వెరీ వెల్ లాంగ్ బ్యాక్ ఫర్ 20 years 30 years, బట్ యూ డి నాట్ రీచ్ ద పర్ఫెక్షన్, ఇంకా ఆత్మ సాక్షాత్కార స్టేజ్కి రాలేదు, అప్పుడేం జరుగుతుంది? పుడతంతోనే భక్తులలో పుట్టిస్తారు. చిన్నప్పటి నుంచే భక్తి అలవాటు అవుతుంది. 4వ ఏటే భగవద్గీత తీసి చదువుతారు. 5వ ఏటే నోటికి భాగవతం శ్లోకాలు వస్తాయి. Like Gauranga Darshan Prabhu. All these Prabhus are like this one. They are all Karana Janmulu. Chaitanya Charan Prabhu. So many great devotees whom we see. Valandaru enduku aa stage lo unnaru? Because of their past life, this one. Now they have in-depth understanding of these Shastras. I don't know how many of you know this Bhagavata Prabhu. He's 6 years or 5 years now. Bhagavata Prabhu, very young boy with the tilak, shika and everything. Little boy in Vrindavan. You might have seen his video. Huh?
He preaches to pilots, air
4 or 5 years per boy, he is preaching. He is explaining Shastra. How is it possible, Prabhujis and Matajis? 6.42 is the answer. Ardhavinda? 6.42 is the answer for such situations. Otherwise, it is impossible. 6.43. Tatra tam buddhi samyogam labate paurvadehikam yatate cha tato bhuya
यतते च ततो
samsiddhau kuru nandana.
संसिद्धौ कुरु नन्दन.
Tatra tam buddhi samyogam
तत्र तं बुद्धिसंयोग
labate paurvadehikam
लभते पौर्वदेहिकं.
yatate cha tato bhuya
यतते च ततो
samsiddhau kuru nandana.
संसिद्धौ कुरु नन्दन.
On taking such a birth, he revives the divine consciousness of his previous life. He again tries to make further progress in order to achieve complete success, O son of Kuru. Enta clear ga undandi? Krishna is telling in 6.43, after taking birth in such pious family, he revives his divine consciousness of his previous life and he again tries to make further progress. అంటే ఎక్కడ వదిలిపెట్టాడో అక్కడి నుంచి పట్టుకొని మళ్ళీ భక్తి మార్గం స్టార్ట్ చేశాడు. That's why you see some people are very detached from their young age. Gauranga Darshan Prabhu got a job in Force Motors. Why did he choose to become a brahmachari? Radhesham Prabhu, who is an IIT gold medalist, got an amazing job of 250K in US. Why did he become a brahmachari now? Why is he making 1 million youth people into Krishna conscious people? Because of his previous life. He is not interested in money, fame, name, life, US. What will every IIT people will think? Entry IIT, exit Washington DC. Entry IIT, exit New York or California. That is the dream of everyone. But why did it? There is Sundar Pichai and there is Gauranga Das. Both of them are classmates. Sundar Pichai is Google CEO. Gauranga Das is Govardhan Eco Village Director. He is teaching Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita. Both of them are classmates. Both of them are IIT super people. I'm not undermining Sundar Pichai. He is also a great soul. But one person choose to come this side. Choices. Because why are you making these choices? Because you made such choices in the past life. You will continue to make good choices. So if forget about how many of you know your past life? Are you interested to know? What is the point of knowing the past life? Why do we need to know? కళ్ళ ముందు మనకి ప్రజెంట్ లైఫ్ ఉండగా పాస్ట్ లైఫ్ మనకి ఎందుకు? 6.41, 42, 43 are an answer. Krishna is telling, make your life blissful. ఈ జన్మలో భక్తి చేసుకొని వచ్చే జన్మలో కూడా, అంటే ఒకవేళ ఈ జన్మలో పరిపక్వత స్టేజ్కి రాలేకపోతే వచ్చే జన్మలో జన్మని పుడతంతోనే భక్తిలోకి వెళ్తామంటున్నారు. ఇంకా పాస్ట్ లైఫ్ ఎందుకు మనకి? కెన్ వి చేంజ్ ఎనీథింగ్ ఇన్ ద పాస్ట్? యా, ఇన్ సాంస్క్రిట్ there is a word called gatashani shokanti na kurvanti. That means you can't change the past. I mean, in English, it's called worrying about the past is not a wise man's choice. So now, present is in your hand, future is indirectly in your hand. By changing the present, future is also taken care. That is what is Krishna is talking about. Next life, you are born as a devotee. And that's enough for us. So, ఇవన్నీ ఏం చెప్తున్నాయండి? There is no loss. There is no waste in the path of bhakti. Don't think that if I don't achieve the final line, finish line, I will not. Adem ledu. In a material life, for example, your boss gives a target. If you achieve this target, you are promoted, you might get this bonus. You achieve 78% or you achieve 91%. He'll say, try next time, better luck. But will he say, okay, I'll give you 50% of your bonus, I'll still promote you because you worked hard? Very, very rare. But Krishna is telling, I have seen your effort, you are working hard, you are in the path of bhakti, so I want to create that same environment for you. You are not born in an Astika family. Prahlada is a different story. Because he is made to be born to a atheist. He is made to be born in a Vaishnava Dveshi, Hiranyakasipu's house, because Krishna had a big plan. But normal people like us will be born again in a devotee family so that we can continue the path of bhakti. Purvabhyasena tenaiva priyate hi avasohisa jignasur api yogasya Shabda Brahmati Vartate. Purvabhyasena tenaiva priyateti avasopisa jignasur api yogasya Shabda Brahmati Vartate.
Shabda Brahmati Vartate.
By virtue of the divine consciousness of his previous life, he automatically becomes attracted to the yogic principles even without seeking them. Such an inquisitive transcendentalist stands always above the ritualistic principles of the scriptures. Puvu puttagane parimalinchunu antaru kada. That is answer. By being born, immediately he starts connecting back to Krishna. Immediately he starts connecting to bhakti. Nobody need to tell him, అరే ఎవరు చెప్పారండి వీడికి అంత చిన్న వయసులోనే భక్తి వచ్చింది? ఎవడు చెప్పలా, మీ అమ్మమ్మ చెప్పలా, మీ మా అమ్మ చెప్పలా. చిన్నప్పటి నుంచి ఉన్న దాంతో as soon as you are born, you are connected to bhakti and you continue in that bhakti. So Krishna says in Srimad Bhagavatam 3:33-7, Aho batasvapacho gariyan yajjigvagre vartate namatubhyam te pustapaste juhuvusya shnurarya brahmanuchurnama grunnati ete. Persons who chant the holy names of the Lord are far, far advanced in the spiritual life, even if they are born in the family of dog eaters. Such chanters have undoubtedly performed all kinds of austerities and sacrifices in all sacred places and finished all scriptural studies. Prabhujis and Matajis, this is a great sloka. ఎవరైతే హరినామ జపం చేస్తున్నారో వారు కుక్క మాంసం తినే చండాలుని ఇంట్లో పుట్టినా సరే పరమ పవిత్రులు. They have done all kinds of austerities and sacrifices. They have taken bath in all the sacred places and they have finished all the scriptural studies. ఎవరైతే హరినామ సంకీర్తనం చేస్తున్నారో వాళ్ళు అన్ని తీర్థయాత్రలు చేసినట్టే, అన్ని నదుల్లో మునిగినట్టే, అన్ని శాస్త్రాలు చదివినట్టే. Is there any more convincing you to do Harinama Sankirtana? For all of us, including me, by doing Harinama Sankirtana, Krishna is saying you have taken bath in all the sacred rivers. You don't need to run with various pushkaras. Yamuna pushkaralu వచ్చినండి, గోదావరి పుష్కరాలు వచ్చినాయండి, నర్మదా పుష్కరాలు వచ్చినాయండి. ఓపిక లేకపోయినా 20 రోజులు పరిగెట్టుకు వెళ్ళక్కల్లా. హరినామం చేస్తే అన్ని పుష్కరాలకి వెళ్ళినట్టే. హరినామం చేస్తే అన్ని యజ్ఞాదులు చేసినట్టే. హరినామం చేస్తే అన్ని శాస్త్రాలు చదివినట్టే. Srimad Bhagavatam is telling, Srimad Bhagavatam is the authentic source when it comes to all the debates. That is the final, this one. All Vaishnavas, when they disagree or don't agree, they say, let me open Srimad Bhagavatam, what it is telling. That is the go-to book. Text 45. Prayatnadyatatmanastu yogi samsuddha kilbishi aneka janma samsiddha tato yati param gatim prayatnadyatatmanastu yogi samsuddha kilbishi aneka janma samsiddha tato yati param gatim. And when the yogi engages himself with sincere endeavor in making further progress, being washed of all the contamination, ultimately achieving perfection after many births of practice, he attains the supreme goal. What is he telling? In the last life, you achieved 10%. You are born in the next life, again guaranteed human life, you are continuing 21%. Again guaranteed human life, you are continuing 35%. Continuing, and you are eventually going to the final stage of seeing Radha and Krishna. That is the self-realization. So life after life, Krishna is helping you to progress. It might happen in one life only. But for some people, it might happen after many births of practice. But Krishna is talking about generally about 99% of the people. He is not talking about that 1% of the people who have the burning desire. Ee janmalone naaku sakshatkaram kavali. There are 1% of the people who think like that. 99% of the people are step by step, life after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 99 lives, 66 lives, 20 lives, 5 lives, 4 lives. They achieve the final perfection. Is it not hope-giving slokas? Huh? Are they hope-giving slokas? అనిపిస్తున్నాయండి మీకు? తపస్విభ్యోధికో యోగి జ్ఞానిభ్యో విమతాధికా కర్మిభ్యాశ్చాధికో యోగి
कर्मिभ्यश्चाधिको योगी
భవార్జున.
तस्माद् योगी भवार्जुन.
తపస్విభ్యోధికో యోగి
तपस्विभ्योऽधियो योगी
విమతోధికా
ज्ञानिभ्योऽपि मतोऽधिकः.
కర్మిభ్యాశ్చాధికో యోగి
कर्मिभ्यश्चाधिको
తస్మాత్
योगी
యోగి భవార్జున.
तस्माद् योगी भवार्जुन.
Krishna is telling, a yogi is better than a karma yogi. A yogi is better than a jnana yogi. A yogi is better than a dhyana yogi. A yogi is better than a ashtanga yogi. So Krishna is talking about which yogi? Bhakti yogi. What are we all trying to do? Bhakti yoga. Manam practice chesedi. Krishna is telling higher than karma yoga, higher than jnana yoga, higher than dhyana yoga, higher than ashtanga yoga is the bhakti yoga. That's why Krishna is encouraging us to do bhakti, to remember him, to connect him, to praise him, to chant his name, to hear Bhagavatam, read Bhagavatam. Krishna is telling all that one. Last sloka. Yoginamapi sarvesham
योगिनामपि सर्वेषां
Madgatenantaraatmana
मद्गतेनान्तरात्मना
Shraddhavan bhajate yomam
श्रद्धावान् भजते यो
Same
मां
yukta tamo mataha.
समे युक्ततमो
Let us
मतः.
recite together. योगिनामपि सर्वेषां
योगिनामपि सर्वेषां
मद्गतेनान्तरात्मना
मद्गतेनान्तरात्मना
श्रद्धावान् भजते यो माम्
श्रद्धावान् भजते यो
समे
मां
युक्ता तमो मतः.
समे युक्ततमो मतः.
And of all the yogis, the one with great faith always abides in me. Think of me. Render service unto me. He is the most intimately united with me in yoga, and he is the highest of all. Intakanna, there is nothing black and white. 6.47 Krishna is making crystal clear. Telugulo చదవండమ్మా ఒకసారి ఎవరన్నా.
మరియు నాకు ముఖ్యమైన ప్రేమిత సేవను వదలించువాడు యోగి యోగులు అతని పరిచయం అత్యంత సంతృప్తంగా నాతో యోగం కూడినట్టు వాడే ఉన్నాడు. యోగులందరిలో అతడే అత్యున్నతుడు. ఇది నా అభిప్రాయం.
Why is Krishna is saying this is my opinion instead of saying this is my final conclusion or this is my decision, this is my final this one? Why is he saying this is my opinion?
Very democratic.
Huh?
Very democratic.
Very democratic. Yes. Krishna is so democratic person. He explains everything. This is the highest. He's saying, I think in my opinion you should worship me. He's not saying, oh Mudha, worship. That one Shankaracharya said, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam, Bhaja Mudamate. But Krishna never said, oh fool, oh Mudha. Acharya say that one, don't waste your time. But Krishna is telling, this is my opinion. He's still diplomatic. He's still democratic. He's still giving us choice. But the message is loud and clear. One with great faith. Underline this point. Atyanta nammakanto always abides in me. Nanne eppudu dhyanistuntaaro. Nanne eppudu alochistuntaro. Naku seva chestuntaro. They are always united with me. Vallu naku atyanta priyulu. If you serve me, if you serve Krishna, if you think of Krishna, if you always connect with Krishna, Krishna is personally pleased. And he's saying that is the best thing to do. Once you know that is the best thing to do, what is that we should do? Please do. We have to do that best thing. What is that best thing? Think of Krishna, serve Krishna, chant his name Krishna. That is the final conclusion of the 6th chapter. Krishna after every chapter is concluding, మళ్ళీ అక్కడికే వస్తాడు ఆయన. ఆవవ్యాసం అంటారు చూసారా, మళ్ళీ అక్కడికే వస్తాడు. నన్నే తలుచుకోండి, నా నామం చెప్పించండి, నాకు భక్తి చేయండి. మళ్ళీ ప్రతి చాప్టర్లో అక్కడికే తీసుకొస్తాడు ఆయన. అన్ని చెప్పి మళ్ళీ అక్కడికే తీసుకొస్తాడు. ఫైనల్గా 18th చాప్టర్ చెప్తాడు తెలుసా, నేను చెప్పిందంతా పక్కన పారే, నాకు సరెండర్ అవ్వండి. 700 శ్లోకాలు చెప్పి 699 పక్కన పారే, యు జస్ట్ సరెండర్ అంటు మీ. So the word bhajate is very significant here. Bhajate means serve with love and faith. ప్రేమతోటి నమ్మకంతోటి భగవంతుడిని ఆరాధించమన్నారు. ఎలా ఆరాధించాలి? కోరికతో కాదు, ప్రేమతోటి నమ్మకంతో. Those are the 3 characters, 2 characteristics is asking to connect to Krishna. One can avoid worshipping a respectable man or a demigod, but one cannot avoid serving the Supreme Lord without being thoroughly condemned. దేవతల చుట్టూ తిరగద్దు, మనుషుల చుట్టూ తిరగద్దు, భగవంతుడి చుట్టూ తిరగదు. Every living entity is part and parcel of Supreme Lord, and thus every living entity is intended to serve the Supreme Lord by his own constitution. Failing to do so, he falls down. Krishna is giving this message to everyone. Is he giving to only 30 of us who are sitting in this class? He is giving to everyone. He is giving a universal message. You may be born in a pious Brahmana family. You may be born in a dog-eater Chandala family. You may be a sinner, but the message is the same. If you connect to me, if you have love to me, if you serve me, you will come to me. The message is common to everybody. It is not that only for some sect of people. Yayesham purusham sakshat atma prabhavam ishwaram Na bhajanti avajananti stanat prushta patanti ada. Anyone who does not render service and neglects his duty unto the primeval Lord will certainly fall down from his constitutional position. So if we don't follow this, next life we'll having 12 babies and walking in the gutter. In the same colony. బాధపడద్దు నేను ఇలా అంటున్నాను. నా మీద కోపం తెచ్చుకోద్దు ఇలా మాట్లాడుతున్నాను. నా మీద కోపం తెచ్చుకుంటున్నారా? ప్రభుజీ మేము ఇంత లెవెల్, మాది కులం, మాది ఇది, ఇక్కడికి వస్తే ఇలా మాట్లాడతారా? పందులతో పోలుస్తారా మీరు నన్ను? నేను కాదు పోల్చేది. కృష్ణ ఇస్ టెల్లింగ్, ఇఫ్ యూ డోంట్ సరెండర్ ఇన్ టు మీ, అవర్ లైఫ్ ఇస్ like this mic which fell down. This symbolically telling that is what is going to happen. Krishna is telling you will fall down. The culmination of all kinds of yoga lies in bhakti yoga. Can each one of you read one line? We close it. Start reading one by one line from here, if you can. Okay, next.
All of the yogas are but means to come to the point of bhakti yoga.
Right. Next.
Yoga actually is bhakti yoga. All other yogas are preparations for the destination of bhakti.
Next. Next, with a louder voice. Next. 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 Bhakti yoga, the culmination. What does culmination means? Ultimate. Next. Next line.
Actually, bhakti yoga but online bhakti yoga one has to understand these other yogas.
If you have to appreciate something better, you need to know something inferior also, right? Otherwise, sometimes we will not be able to appreciate which is higher, right?
The yogi on the part of one who speaks a particular point and does not make purpose of conscious is called by the particular name. Karma, Kami Yogi, Nami Yogi, or Yama Yogi, Raja Yogi,
Hatha yogi.
One is the what they cannot from the side of the yoga, which is to be we have
Can somebody read that last line again with a loud, who has a bigger tone? If one is for...
Therefore, on the true path of eternal good fortune, one who sticks to a particular point and does not make further progress is called by that particular name. Dharma yogi, Jnana yogi, Jnana yogis, Raja yogi, Hatha yogi, etc. If one is fortunate enough to come to that point of bhakti yogi, it is to be understood that he has surpassed all other yogas.
Please underline this point, Prabhuji's Matajis. If we are able to come to this path of bhakti yoga, we have surpassed all other yogas. We are all real fortunate people. That's what Krishna is telling. Next line.
Just like about Mali, we refer to the voice Alice Mountain or which are Mount Everest to consider to be the president.
Correct. Next. Last line, can somebody read again?
It is by great fortune that one comes to consciousness. You have not become well situated according to the Vedic direction.
Yes. So, basically, only by fortune, some people come to the bhakti yoga. In the interest of time, I'll stop here. they will see human life. We are here to, animal life is only to burn karma. Human life is to burn karma and accumulate karma. For example, Krishna might have already decided somebody is an animal, let's say a dog lying around and walking around here. Maybe it is already defined that next life it is a pig, that next life is a pigeon, etc., etc. After 6 lives, it is gonna get again the human life. It is already predestined because they are going through those karmic reactions. After all that one, let's say maybe after 9 lives, it is again coming to the human life. We might have been a pig, pigeon, donkey, all these things in our last life, we never know. అందుకనే వెనక్కి ఆలోచించద్దు. వెనక్కి ఆలోచించి మీరు దాన్ని ఏమంటారు, దట్ మెడిటేషన్, వాట్ డు దే కాల్ ఇట్, దే టేక్ యూ టు పాస్ట్ లైఫ్ రిగ్రెషన్ ప్రాసెస్. And suddenly, if they put you onto the chair and take to the past life regression, you might say, bow, bow, meow, meow. So don't worry, don't go to that one. Be happy that you are now in the human body. And continue. So we also forget about somebody else. We might be animal body in the last life. Now we finished all that karmic creation. We have come to the human life. We are here to burn our karma. At the same time, we can accumulate karma. What karma we want to accumulate? Do you want to accumulate punya karma, papa karma, or akarma? Prabhuji, మనకి ఏం కావాలి? పుణ్య కర్మ కావాలా, పాప కర్మ కావాలా, అకర్మ కావాలా? Akarma. What is akarma? Bhakti. That means no positive result, no negative result. You are working towards connecting to Krishna. Every work what you are doing is connecting to the path of bhakti. Then section 6.41, 42, 43 become applicable to us. Then in the next life, again we'll be given human life and we'll continue in the path of the bhakti until we stop the cycle of birth and death. We can have another 100 human lives if we come under the jurisdiction of 6.41, 42, 43. Otherwise, Majjilo Malli, you will go out of the jurisdiction. You will go down into the animal body. Then again, maybe after many births, will come back here. It is very difficult. So better to stay under this jurisdiction, under the jurisdiction of Krishna, and continue the path of bhakti. Namaste Narasimhaya. Pralagadadaine. Hiranyakasi Purvakshaka. Ito Narasimha Parato Narasimha.
Ito Narasimha Parato Narasimha.
Yeto yami tato Narasimha.
Yeto yami tato Narasimha.
Bahir Narasimha Hudaye Narasimha.
Bahir Narasimha Hrudaye Narasimha.
Narasimhamadim Saranam Prapate.
Narasimha Madim Sharanam Prapatye.
Tavakara Kamalavare Nakam Adbhuta Sringa Dalita
Hiranyakashipu
Hiranyakashipu
Tanu Brungam Yavadruta Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare
Jai
Jagadisha Hare Tavakara Mulavare Nakamad Tushangam Dalita Hiranyakashaputanu Brungam Keshavadruta Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare.
जय जय
जय जगदीश हरे,
जय
जय
नरसिंह
नरसिंहदेव,
देव
जय
नरसिंह
नरसिंहदेव,
देव
जय
नरसिंह
नरसिंह
देव जय नरसिंह देव जय देव नरसिंह देव
देव,
नरसिंह
जय
देव जय नरसिंह
नरसिंहदेव,
देव
जय
जय प्रहलाद
नरसिंहदेव।
महाराज
प्रहलाद
प्रहलाद
महाराज, प्रहलाद
महाराज
महाराज,
जय
जय
प्रहलाद महाराज
जय प्रहलाद महाराज,
प्रहलाद महाराज
जय
प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय
प्रभुपाद, जय
प्रभुपाद
प्रभुपाद, जय प्रभुपाद, जय
जय
प्रभुपाद,
जय गुरुदेव गुरुदेव
जय जय
गुरुदेव जय जय
गुरुदेव, जय
गुरुदेव जय
जय
गुरुदेव
जय
गुरुदेव
जय
गुरुदेव
गुरुदेव,
जय
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 गुरुदेव।
गुरुदेव नित्य गौरा हरि बोल
जय गण
हरि
गौर,
बोल
हरि
हरि
बोल,
बोल
हरि
नित्य गौर
बोल,
हरि बोल
हरि
नित्य
बोल।
गौरा हरि
जय गौर,
बोल
हरि
हरि
बोल, हरि
बोल
बोल,
हरि बोल नित्य गौर हरि बोल भक्ति विघ्न नाशक नरसिंह भगवान की भक्त
जय
प्रहलाद महाराज की नामा
जय
हरिदास ठाकुर की अभय
जय
भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी शील प्रभुपाद की अखंड
जय
वैष्णव कोटि की कलियुग
जय
पावन हरिनाम संकीर्तन यज्ञ की श्रीमद्
जय
गीता पठनम की श्रीमद्
जय
भागवतम की कलियुग
जय
पावन हरिनाम संकीर्तन यज्ञ की
जय।
हरे नाम एव
हरे
केवलम कलौ
कृष्ण कृष्ण
नास्तैव
कृष्ण,
नास्तैव
हरे हरे,
नास्तैव
हरे राम,
कतिरपि
हरे राम, राम राम।
वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय हरे कृष्णा
हरे
कृष्णा
कृष्ण कृष्ण
कृष्णा
कृष्ण,
हरे हरे
हरे हरे,
हरे
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 राम,
राम
हरे राम, राम राम, हरे हरे।
कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम one more time with a lot of love हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा
हरे
कृष्णा
कृष्ण
हरे हरे
कृष्ण
हरे
कृष्ण, हरे
राम
हरे,
हरे
हरे राम, हरे राम, राम राम, हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्ण now we have enough force for us to carry the next week we are all charged up on Sunday morning because you charge your mobile in the morning whole day it will come right huh yes now if we charge properly on Sunday this charging will affect from Monday to next Sunday morning Haribol thank you very much we'll
हरे बोल।
continue talking Hare Krishna whoever is online thank you for staying patiently if you have any doubts very good
थैंक यू प्रभु जी।
Haribol we'll meet again if anybody has any doubts please put it in the group this little girl has sent a nice message here engage our senses and connect to Krishna నాన్న నీ పేరు మర్చిపోయాను రా ప్రణయ కదా ఎన్నేళ్ళు నీకు 8 years old girl her message is what she learned is engage our senses and connect to Krishna we'll all think kids don't listen they hear subtly this is the key message thank you Ruchi Hare Krishna thank you everyone we'll meet again next week
थैंक यू प्रभु जी, दंडवत प्रणाम।
थैंक यू प्रभु जी, दंडावत प्रणाम।
कृष्ण माता जी, अनिता माता जी, कविता माता जी।